Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Zelda Speedruns 3! Today we have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer, EU Weekly. With me on commentary is Estantia. How are you doing?
I am failing to press my push to talk button because I'm too busy chatting in the chat.
And yes, ZSR3 exists, chat. ZSR4 exists too. We have a lot going on this weekend. We've got Skyward Sword Randomizer is currently taking up ZSR main. We have several brackets matches today, and we have some other things besides. It's kind of nuts.
I would happily be commentating one of the tournament brackets later, but they're over dinner time, and you know, I think I'd get some looks if I ate dinner at my desk instead of sharing it with these lovely people.
Yep. I myself am still kind of munching on breakfast on the side, so if I don't say anything for like 30 seconds, I'm eating my breakfast because I rolled out of bed.
That's fine. You know I can talk enough to cover you.
Yep. And today we have a full francophone restream. Fluflush, Gorodin, Papi, A Skyward. If you hear me speak French, my brain's going to be at least partially in French because of it. Because we have a French restream. Fluflush is Belgian. I believe all three of the others are French.
Look, I did Spanish in school. I dropped French as soon as I could and never touched German. Spanish is the one I'm better at.
Yeah, you've mentioned your lack of French skills quite a few times. French is
a third language. I'm not good at languages. I can do English. Can't do anything else.
It's all good. We're almost there. Waiting on a couple final people to ready up. I already got quit out of the race room. And yeah, so today we have the Spirit Medallion start with Nocturne, which is pretty nice.
Yep, I will take that any bloomin' race. Starting with Nocturne, hell yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Nocturne is just so useful for general getting around, like, because Kakariko is so close to the market, so no matter where you start, you've got at least a semi-reliable and fairly close way to get back, even if you don't have Prelude. And it's not like Kakariko isn't the central point for getting to at least 6 million places.
We also don't have to worry about Nocturne being on ED.
Zelda's Lullaby can still happen.
Yes, it can. So it's not a perfect indication because the settings are a little different from the Season 4 tournament. We have 4 Medallion Bridge and not 2 is a change. But even so, my current average finish time for Season 4 seeds is 2:47. My average time for the Challenge Cup right now is a 3:13.
So just saying, we do have a star seed today, right?
Yes, we do. Unlike yesterday, I did not have a fire alarm go off.
Buckle up, everyone. We might be here a while.
Yeah, we might. Alright, and everyone's finally readied up. Just a couple minutes late, not too bad. Yes, indeed, bro. It is a Star Special, using one of our lesser-used emotes. We have a lot of emotes for ZSR, as from our main channel. Some of them aren't as commonly used as we would like them, perhaps. But we're going to start here shortly.
I mean, I don't know. One of my favorites for, like, something awful is looming is ZSR Grin.
Yeah. Oh, hi! Market Bazaar is our spawn. Sure.
I'll take it. Yes, that's good to have that as a child start.
Alright, GTG Way of the Hero, Spirit Temple Way of the Hero, Skull Kid is dead, and DMT is foolish.
Admittedly, even if DMT is foolish, I still want to blow up that wall that's halfway up because there can be so many bomb-locked bombs or bomb-locked whatever's behind there.
No. Oh, apparently Fluflush, I just realized, is it me or does Fluflush have no audio?
Well, I mean, it's clean audio if there's nothing there.
You're not wrong. Switching to Gorodines, though, because that kind of doesn't exist. Like, I can't hear anything, so I'm gonna Yeah, we're switching.
Okay, I like this play from Pappy. Frogs 2 is dead.
Alright, yeah, that hint is nice to get early. Okay, Fliflush did have audio, just stupidly quiet. Well, I don't feel like audio balancing on someone with nearly non-existent audio, so I'm not gonna bother. Rodine's is also kind of quiet, but at least it's audible.
Yep, and the less we have to fiddle with volume levels, the better.
Yep, because I've done so before. It gets really janky really quickly. How do we sound in relation to each other, actually, chat? As a commentator, I can't actually tell how Estantia and I sound in relation to each other. Why, triple ranch. Yep, thanks, George.
Chicken, chicken, chicken.
Oh, lol. Ouch, Tom. Just a heart piece on Talon's chickens. Puppy, I expect, will be following the others into ranch here once he gets some money. And yes, that is pronounced puppy in French.
Money is usually handy, especially early in the game.
Yep, ni hao, FMZ, indeed, a lot of chickens.
Something I would mention for maybe people who've wandered into the weekly who aren't regulars. So we always have an EU weekly. It's usually about 2 PM, depending on what time zones are doing. It's a nice chill race. It's so people can keep their hand in, so people can improve their skills. The weeklies are kind of the bread and butter. The tournament stuff is, you know, more high stakes, more exciting. But there's always the EU weekly if you just want to join in and take part.
Oh, absolutely. Even if you think you suck, you're free to join. Alright, Vignette was at the ranch, which is nice. A little warp song, and nothing in the silo. So Howard is gonna play Minuet.
And also means that we can't be messed up by Mido skip logic, given we've got Minuet so early.
Yep, and yeah, FMC here in chat is one of the runners in the Season 4 tournament, as we see Sunsong on Saria. Also a Taiwanese runner, which is why I said ni hao. That mountain trail is still foolish, okay? I will update commands when I get a chance that when we're not constantly reading hints and getting items.
Songs are hard, yo. Just saying, songs are hard.
Songs are hard. Yeah, and FMC here is racing in an hour. I think that match is going to be on ZSR2 if you want to check it out.
Good luck, FMZ.
Yeah, good luck. Braveheart's Way of the Hero.
Oh, was that River Way of the Hero?
No. 1500 HBA is dead. Ooh. It was Graveyard Way of the Hero.
Oh, Graveyard. Yeah, we've got Nocturne, so that's an easy place to go next once you've done with Lost Woods.
And I also realized I forgot how to say good luck in Chinese. Whoops. And 50 is dead.
What have you got for us today?
We have a hookshot!
Oh, okay, Mido paying out. Hookshot already. I'll take it. And a full heart container.
Can't complain. Heart piece.
And a smaller heart.
And ni hao yun, I guess. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Actually, that might be a 50
Skulls dead hint I just saw.
That was a 50 Skulls dead in Kokiri, yes. And Midas House providing a nice hookshot. Fluflushir is doing Ocarina of Memory as he... Actually, Puppy is heading to Graveyard. 30 Skulls is dead. Puppy doing a little bit of Divergence.
I'm hesitant to say it, but no 50, no 30, no Frogs 2. Hookshot early in Mido's, Minuet, so that's not a logic mess.
Yeah, I think that was a nut in the TARDIS there for Puppy. Maybe not. Puppy, by the way, found a nut in the TARDIS, and trust me, my seeds can still suck even without high skull counts. I don't think I've actually rolled a Frogs 2 seed ever, but it's at least very unusual if it has happened. I don't roll Frogs 2 seeds, actually. I just roll bad seeds.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't even have awful
And there we go, 40's dead. I think that... 40 died on the Lost Woods Bridge.
On Skywards in a moment.
Yep. Yep, 40 is dead. And Lost... Nah, right behind Dancing No Size and Idiot's quite possible.
Yeah, Tomato, yeah.
There's always a catch. Alright, give me 2 minutes and I can... Alright.
There's always a catch in a rando seed.
Alright, now that we are not constantly seeing new things, I can update the commands.
Chickens.
Oh, chickens. 30, 40, 50 all dead. Death Mountain Trail is foolish.
I do like chickens.
Because as a retrimmer, I am also responsible for keeping track of our neato kit commands. Heroes. We already have 3 of our 4 wave heroes, by the way. GTG, Spirit, and Graveyard.
We're getting a chickens check, nice and early. Like,
also would help if I could spell Garuda Training Grounds.
I do very much hold with some of the rants that used to happen, which is a case of you either do chickens early or you don't do chickens at all. But I like to do them early.
Yes, you do. Okay, I can spell in English, and that our commands should be updated now. Alright, yeah, that I think I got everything. Slingshot on the man on roof, okay.
That's an interesting place for it, actually, having a slingshot early. Could we have an early Deku, or could we have a Lost Woods target?
Yeah, we do have a lot of Skyward Sword viewers right now, because SSR is our newest of the newest of the Zelda randomizers, actually. At least of the main Zelda randos, and they're hosting their seeding races for their tournaments. That's currently going on over at ZSR Main, where we also have a Boost the Stream challenge. If you have a load of channel points, you can go donate some over there to boost our visibility. Nothing on the Sunsong Grave, by the way. Yeah. Good to know, Tom. Yeah, we'll probably get a raid from them soonish.
Yeah, I do really I really ought to catch one of the Skyward Sword randos because I've not actually watched that many of them, but they look really interesting.
Oh, it is a really interesting game. I know very little about SS, but I did restream their second seeding race. Lol, Magnus, you can always have one of us summon Trez. I have way too many channel points. I can't even do predictions. Because, sadly, mods, which are the restreamers, pretty much for ZSR, do not have the ability to, do predictions. And Chickens was dead, unfortunately.
Oh, well, it's still good to know that the Chickens is dead early, so you don't have it lurking in the back of your mind.
Yeah, this channel doesn't have Summon Trez. This channel is also not the one with the Boost the Challenge. Boost the Stream challenge. Words. As Gorodane here does Dumpy digging for a heart piece. That is not Way of the Hero.
Honestly, it's been long enough that I'm not actually sure when the last time I was on ZSR Main was. I think it was when I was doing the match with Kuiper. But like, I'm usually doing the weekly, so I'm usually on 2 or 3.
Yeah, I know some people in chat were like, wait, why is a weekly on 3? The answer, we have way too much stuff going on. The TARDIS had a nut for Gorodane, I'm pretty sure. Saw it from Pappy and the others too.
Yeah, it will all shift around as races start and finish, so everyone will get everywhere eventually.
Yep, we've got OoT at the wazoo this week. We've had OoT at the wazoo for the last couple of weeks. Currently, we do have SSR over on main. We've got a FMC versus Carriosa starting in about 45 minutes on ZSR2. No, TMCR will get a restream this week. We managed to fit them in. We have just, because last week's TMCR Weekly, the Minish Cap Randomizer, sorry, for those who don't know the acronym, Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly restream had to get cancelled because we didn't have enough channels. Even with 4 channels, sometimes we can't find a way to fit everything on.
I do like watching the Minish Cap stuff, so it's good to hear that they're getting their weekly as usual.
Oh yeah, we try to not make, if we have to cancel a weekly restream, we always make sure to get the weekly restream the next week. Like, a TMCR got canceled last week because Wind Waker was the only other one that could have got canceled, and Wind Waker got canceled 2 weeks ago. So, you know, we don't want to cancel the same people in 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, you've got to show some love for, like, the more small and niche communities, because, you know, if they don't get seen, then how will people know that they can do it, and how will people see this and then decide to give it a try?
Yep. And you don't have to sub to all 4 of these channels. ZSR4 I don't think actually has any emotes. ZSR2 is getting more added soon. We actually got
have many emotes, and yeah, basically if
and
you
ZSR3
remain.
Yeah, does 3 even have emotes? I don't honest to goodness remember. The answer is we don't. Yeah, so you're just feel free to follow 3 and 4, but we don't really have any emotes for them right now.
Yeah, Rando is a very polished Rando, and I like how bright and cheerful it is, and it's just so fast.
It is a really fun one. Heart piece. Say that sub follow. Well, feel free to follow all 4 channels. I have a lot of. I know I have a I follow for ZSR channels. I also follow so many other channels. I have a list like a mile long. You can blame my channel for ZSR to get more emotes. Ah, yes, Heaps here gave us a couple of new emote slots, I believe, yesterday after losing out on a bet that cost him 8 gift subs. So Heaps' wallet is a bit emptier, but we all get new emotes.
Okay, that's nice right
there. I mean, Heaps, you did it to yourself.
Yep, we're seeing lots more chickens get collected. Chickens. We still haven't seen that slingshot being taken to target in the woods by Pappy, I think? Even though Pappy is in the Lost Woods. Ah, now we're seeing it. That makes sense. I was expecting this to happen at some point.
See, alright, sorry. For our trackers, I am putting in the locations command so you guys know where all the things are now. Sorry about that.
Pictionary OoT is fun, but I don't know how often it's been streamed.
It gets streamed now and then over on the Silver Gauntlets. The issue is, we're currently in the middle of the Challenge Cup, so we're definitely not doing that.
I mean,
considering we have way too much other stuff going on.
What you can always do is you can always go on the OoT Rando Discord and ask if anyone's up for a Pictionary Rando.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of, join our Discord! Nope, I can't type. Discord again. Here we go.
It's fine. Typing is hard, words are hard, songs are hard.
Yeah, alright, so yeah, that's our Discord. If you want to learn more about OTR, join us for volunteering, or just come and chill. You can, come join our Discord if you haven't already.
Okay, so are we actually getting any new checks, or is everyone just going over what everyone else has done before? I think
they're just doing things we've seen already. Yeah. Also, if anything blows up on the restream side of things, I am the restreamer, so feel free to yell at me.
Okay, so we've got rid of some spaghetti logic potential because we have Minuet of Forest, so we have Forest Temple access. So that branch of potential for spaghetti logic is cut off. However, we can still get like spaghetti logic over crossing the wasteland, over King Zora, given that I think King Zora skip is allowed in Weekends.
It is!
But it's not in logic, so we could have a huge spaghetti logic mess that people could just skip by skipping King Zora.
Yep. Alright, okay. Alright, so,
Looks like Skyward might finally be going adult.
Alright, so let's put in some. I'm gonna quickly shout out to Skyward is about to be our first runner to finally go adults. Looks like Gorodin is close behind. Shoutouts to our 4 runners: Flu, Gorodin, Papi, Skyward. To my co-commentator Estantia, and to our 4 trackers, the Ellen Heffley, Bruttinder Doze, a Procrastinator AT, and Joda with J.
Yep, trackers are the unsung heroes of all of this, and they are amazing, and we love them, and I couldn't do their job. Give them a follow, give them a hand.
Yes, our love. I myself am trained as a tracker, though I tend to end up on comms more often than not. I should do more tracking, I really should. Did some tracking yesterday for the ALTTP, though, so haven't completely lost my touch. Alright, medallions, water, DC, fire, forest, Deku, and, oh boy, Stone Jabu, Stone Shadow, and Stone Spirit. Lovely!
Stone, Way of the Hero Spirit.
Yes. As I see a Epona song on the mini-met check.
And Gerudo Training Grounds is Way of the Hero.
Yes, it is. Skyward thinking about going into Forest Temple, but doesn't have Song of Time, Strength, or a bow. Doesn't really appeal to him at all.
Yeah, the main reason that you'd go in with that little stuff is probably if you wanted to get some skulls, but I still would always want to collect 10 and 20, but you can always get them on the way.
Yeah, so that does mean that with both Shadow and Spirit being stones, we know that Zelda's Lullaby can't be on AD either, but there are other things that could be there, and we'll figure it out eventually.
I think someone said earlier about Saria's on AD.
That's a possibility, yes, if something's under Grunia.
Or even just Skull Kid.
It could be Requiem Tamotak, as long as there's not a key on child side.
Also, you say that tracking isn't too hard. You underestimate the ability of my stream to cut out at really important moments, so I have to ask what the hell just happened. Also, you underestimate
Requiem is less likely to be on. Yeah, Requiem is less likely to be on AD, but it is a possibility.
Overestimate. As I said, words are hard.
Yep. Alright, Dompe race for Skyward looking very nice for a time here. Should be about a 49. Yep.
Oh, that would be a thing to qualify for Graveyard Way of the Hero. That is our first strength.
Yes,
also,
that
Star,
would.
You might be slightly ahead or behind me, and I'm not sure which.
You noticed the strength about 2 seconds before I did.
Oh look, there's the synchronization going off. Never mind.
Yep, there we go. Alright, let me update the Way of the Hero command. I got so many hints so early, I don't actually have much to do for editing the commands now.
Excellent, that means we can spend more time talking nonsense on comms, right?
Yes, I can. Strength is always an interesting Way of the Hero because they are progressive, and if a strength doesn't lock another one, then it's the most progressive version that is Way of the Hero, so we'll see how interesting that gets.
Yeah, Strength Way of the Heroes are complicated because if 2 are available in the same sphere, then they're either both Way of the Hero or neither is Way of the Hero. So this could be interesting.
Yep. Hi! Paperweight on Adult Andrew. I think that was Serenading the Windmill. Yep, that was.
Yep, I'm not complaining about Serenade either. Serenade is nice. It's less helpful in this particular seed because our child spawn is in market, but it's still nice.
Yep. Also, Gurdon is dipping into Forest Temple without much of anything besides a hookshot, as Fluflush picks up his strength upgrade.
On non-skulls, well, it is a medallion, like, you need to do this stuff at some point, so doing it now, giving yourself some time to think about what's happening next, seeing if there's anything in the lobby, it's not a bad plan.
Just a boss key. Alright, Skyward's going to pick up his slingshot now off the man on roof.
You know, just in time for being an adult.
Well, if you want to see Master Quest, we do have a random settings leak for Winner's Bracket Finals later today. 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UTC, 10 p.m. CUT, over on our sister channel ZeldaSpeedRuns main, between Marco and What the Hell's Happened. There's a decent chance there will be some Master Quest in there. Not guaranteed, and it certainly might not be Master Quest DC, but there is a chance of us seeing Master Quest from Marco and What the Hells. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fantastic match. Barco and the House of Fights up against each other so many times over the years. And they're facing off once again in the Random Settings League. I'm looking forward to that one a lot, actually.
Yeah, something that is interesting to note is that they only did the first check in Forest. You can actually do the Stelfrost check as well, but they didn't want to go that far in, probably because they don't have a shield.
Yep. Reminder L4 use he, him.
Yep. Okay, we have a Dodongo's Cavern happening here. Let's see what's in this mess. And he is heading into Forest as well, but he has a shield.
I don't think I've actually seen the adult spawn yet, actually, but I could be wrong.
I don't think I've seen adult spawn yet, no.
Skyward save warp, because I sure don't remember. SFM Wave the hero. Alright, that's interesting. We had Sunsong, not Wave the hero, because Frogs and Sunsong 3 are both dead. And Epona's
Which
song.
means Epona's.
Epona's or the Wolfos Grotto.
Yep, it could still be Wolfos Grotto, but with Gerudo Training Grounds Wave the hero, I'm betting that our long shot is in Gerudo Training Grounds to make it Way of the Hero, and that's why Epona's is Way of the Hero, because long shot being Gerudo Training Grounds locks access to there with everything from anything apart from Epona.
Oh, okay. Apparently adult spawn was the market potion shop, and child spawn was the market bazaar. Left is potion, right is bazaar.
I mean, that's very close.
That's pretty funny, actually. Well, inside the potion shop, we're outside. There is a distinction. It is pretty funny. Yep. And Puppy actually doing the Stelfos to find just a key. Loopy for
Well, you're
Floosh.
gonna need that key eventually.
Caroline heading for DC now. Skyward is doing Goron City.
PJ, that is what is otherwise known as a mistake. Possible, but a mistake.
Yep. I have absolutely no idea what's on the crater.
Yeah, I missed that as well.
It looked completely invisible to me as you see Song of Time in the crater.
It was invisible, just be an arrow. Because I'm trying to think of things that basically vanish when you have them at the right angle, and the arrow's the only one I can think of.
I genuinely can't tell. I'm always bad at it, and this one's particularly hard to identify. Whatever it is, I couldn't tell you. Floosh having a little trouble with this room, but there we go, gets the jump.
We'll probably get a look at it on other streams at some point fairly
soon. We
soon.
will.
Probably after Gorodina and Floosh finish their Dodongo's Caverns.
Quite likely. Speaking of... Oh, actually, I missed Floosh picked up some trues, I assume someplace in DC. Only a 5-pack, though. Yeah! 5-pack of chews in DC. Gee, thanks.
Okay, it means you can get the boss out of Logic, right?
Ah, thank you. That's what I thought, Tom. There's the Strength for Puppy. The chest is in Logic. Choose aren't.
Picking up the skull is not in Logic with only strength. You need to have a bomb bag for that one.
bomb bag or bomb shoes if the bomb shoes are in logic, which they're not.
Yep. Bomb shoes, reference if you are new, are not in logic because you can waste them and mess up.
Yep. And with the main build, you don't get chew drops. You have to go shopping for them if you run out. That's annoying. On Roman's branch, you get chew drops if they're in logic, and you have chews, but not on main. It's one of these smaller differences between Romans and main, but it's one of the more annoying ones sometimes. There's a heart piece above King Dodongo for Floosh.
Skyward's going back to get this skull. I did wonder why they were walking out of Stealthross.
Yep.
Oh, they've got Song of Time.
Yeah.
So, yep, they can do far more of Forest Temple.
Yep.
Floof, did you just do some swag by bouncing the bomb off the wall into King Dodongo's mouth? Was that some swag?
Yes. Chew strats on KD is pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't like doing chew strats on King Dodongo's. I am not good enough. I will
They are
stick
pretty
with my
tricky, yes.
bombs, thank you.
Alright, Skyward checking the forest map chest has a magic meter. Ooh.
Oh, there we go. That's kind of important. Just a little important.
Alright, DC had a jackload of nothing for Floosh.
And interestingly, puts crossing the wasteland one step closer into logic.
Yep. Tenskulls is dead. Thank you for catching that. Yeah, thanks for catching 10 skulls, because I was not looking at that. I was looking at my Discord, because I periodically need to check it to make sure my admin, nothing's blowing up, pretty much.
And that is why chews are not in logic, as you see Gorodine's one just escaping over the skull and away.
Yeah, has just enough chews to finish. Has one to blow up King Dodongo. Well, the floor above King Dodongo, and that's it.
Yep, and actually aiming the chew above King Dodongo is kind of annoying sometimes.
If he really doesn't feel safe, he could always just hold it, stand on top of it and hold it.
Yep, bless you.
Tell ya. Sorry about that.
Water silencers both comms stop to blow their noses so they don't sneeze on stream again.
Yep.
Okay, what song is it? Neither, because they've not gone to Dodongo's cabin yet, and I was definitely paying attention.
Love, nice killing us down here.
In all fairness, I wasn't the only one who made that mistake. I was not alone in thinking that Skyward had done it.
Unfortunately, Heaps, my Spanish is horrible, so you might need to translate.
No, Floof is their own person and they go the opposite directions to songs.
What is POL? Sorry, I'm having a brain fart.
Prelude of Light.
Oh, that. I just don't see I don't see that acronym. Ever. Hence why I'm a little stumped.
Yeah, it's not really an acronym I've seen or used, but...
Yeah, no one does. Well, Heaps here is an actual doctor. Like, not even kidding, he's an actual doctor as his, IRL job.
But what kind of doctor? Sorry, I have way too many friends with PhDs. That joke happens a lot.
Yeah, fair enough. No, he's a literal medical doctor. Shoutouts to Heaps, because it's not easy to be one in this kind of situation, in this kind of time. Pediatrician, yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, that is a tough job. Thank you for doing it. That is really important. Pediatrician is not easy.
No, I thought it was a Heaps. I thought Heaps was a pediatrician, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I didn't want to sound like an idiot if I goofed.
Oh, that is a sweet little emote.
That is. Heaps has some neat emotes.
So I'm just
Sorry, we're just kind of going off on
people in
tangents
the
as we
community.
don't see much new. Skyward found junk on fishing.
Yeah, maybe there's something in this grotto. Oh,
Eye drops.
Eye drops.
That's dead, because Death Mountain Trail is dead.
That's in River. Yes, true. Death Mountain Trail is in fact foolish, so there can be nothing on Bigoron.
Nope. OGC is foolish. Gee! Thanks, game!
Well, I guess that's one less thing to get baited into in late game.
I guess there's that.
Especially with Strength Way of the Hero. So, like, Light Trial could still very much be something with that Strength Way of the Hero. Also, I think that's Iron Boots.
Iron Boots where? Oh, Upper River. I'm currently looking away, typing away in the hit command thing.
Yep, that makes sense. But yep, that's Iron Boots on Zora's River. That's another Sacrifice Meadow Way of the Hero hint. Go on, Link the Goron. What do you have?
Ugly. The real Star Seeds start. Yep. We are not seeing much at the moment.
Yeah, I'm still interested that no one's actually checked Valley unless that child fishing was done via checking Valley.
No one's
which
done
would have
Valley.
been a nice play.
Yeah, no, Skyward did not do Valley.
Well, I guess you're probably going to want to cross it anyway at some point, with that Epona's being at least 50-50 Way of the Hero.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're actually starting to run out of things to do. Because we've seen what we can of Forest Temple. We can at least look at Fire Temple, but I don't know how much we can.
Skyward is being extremely sensible. Skyward is setting up Scarecrow's song.
Oh yeah, makes sense. But yeah, we're running out of things to do. We've seen what we can in Forest. Fire Temple is maybe, but there's a good chance we get Hammerlocked out real quick. Also, the fact that we don't have a tunic.
We can get surprisingly far through Gerudo Training Grounds with the hook shot.
Gonna get a decent bit, yeah, but no bow, no strength suit, no explosives is a bit of a deterrent. No Song of Time either. Oh, we have Song of Time at least, so there's that, but it's not the greatest.
Yeah, but the thing is, we are getting low on checks, so I'd want to check.
Those are out of logic, the Dutch Slayer. I'm looking at what's in logic.
Oh yeah, like, it is...
That's a bow on the crater? Okay, someone has better eyes than I do, because I sure as all heck can't tell.
Did you tell that that was a bow?
I have no idea, because that's completely invisible to me.
No, okay, I see it, possibly only because I was given the hint, but I see how that's a bow. So in which case, we either need to find hovers, or we need to get Bolero. Oh,
Yep.
If these people have to suffer through AD for Bolero, I would be smiling, because not just me.
No, it's not here. Shadows of Stone. They're good to get hovers.
Oh.
Alright, back Lincolns actually. ZL on Prelude, alright.
So basically, if people had just, actually gone back with their Forest Medallion, they would have got Zelda's Lullaby.
Yep. No, Tom, we're getting hovers before we get the beam, before we get AD is the point. Oh, yeah, well, you can finish it without a bow. That's not the issue. It's the fact that you can get hovers before you get AD. And oh no, it's Song of Storms on AD!
Mwah, 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 mwah. And look at the reactions from chat. Some grins, some no's.
Oh boy.
And Floosh is checking fire.
Alright, Skyward is having a little trouble. There we go. There's the other graveyard hint. Yep, Dodongo storms a name says Happy picks up Zeo. Heh! ZSR grin heaps. ZSR grin as they see a key for Floosh.
Yep, this is when we use the ZSR grin emote, when you can just see the awful just looming in the background closer.
We were having a discussion about emotes, the ZSR emotes, yesterday in the Restreamer channel, and this is one of our most popular emotes. It's up there with Blame Trez, ZSR Hype is another one, ZSR Love comes up a bunch. And they have so many underused emotes. I do actually quite love ZSR Get.
Load of underused emotes, but honestly, there is nothing that quite expresses the feeling of an impending AD like ZSR Grin.
Oh, absolutely. ZSR Get is just so darn cute. No one uses it, unfortunately, but it is oh so cute. I will of all of our underused emotes, that's perhaps my favorite. And sentiment shared by quite a few restreamers is, ooh, that's a hammer for Skyward, and Saria Song in the Graveyard, Hammer in Open Grotto, and Saria Song in Composer Grave.
So that hammer has been available since start of game?
Yes, it has. Saria Song in the Composer Grave could be Way of the Hero, that's interesting. Which one's cute? Brought the Get emote, because I do love that one, as underused as it is. It's adorable. Yep, heaps, we just got a hammer.
Yep, I see that Guardian is in fact going... Oh, have fun tomorrow, attack. We will see you later, maybe. Guardian is heading towards Gerudo Training Grounds. Following the way of the heroes, it's never a bad plan. It might not be the best plan, but it's not a bad plan.
Yep. Alright, Lap Dive is a bloopy. See you, Tom. So, reminds me, though, that we do have a bracket OTR Season 4 Bracket Smack starting, Winners Bracket Round 2, starting up in about 20 minutes over on our sister channel, ZeldaSpeedRuns 2, between FMC Gun and Cariosa. So if people want even more Zelda action, they can pull that up too. They've got a lot of it today. SSR is still going, last I heard, and then we have that. We have more brackets matches. We have OCS. We have Finish Camp. We have a load of stuff.
So, yeah, that did we just see Wolfrost Grotto and that there was nothing in it? Because if so, yeah,
no, that's I don't think Skyward checked Wolfrost Grotto, but I also might have just zoned out because doing other trying to.
I would have we lost Woods doing.
Oh, Dins!
Fire, but there has
Dins
to be a lot behind whatever's in here in order for opponents to be aware of the hero.
Why? Because Fortress. Because it could be.
Oh, that's Aruto's letter. No, the reason why Longshot has to somehow be locked behind something over the valley is that there are two ways to get across the valley. There is the Longshot and there is Epona's song. So if Epona's is Way of the Hero, that means that Longshot is not available to cross the valley.
It's not here. There are other ways. HBA 1000 exists. So does Big Pose.
I mean, that is a fair point, but like
it is very likely that Longshot is opponent's life, but is not guaranteed. I am here to remind you that logic exists, Santia.
Yes, I know. I am following. But
I'm just pointing it out because it is not guaranteed. As we have a mirror shield for Skywardus. In the meantime, in the Goron City Maze.
I mean, also it could be that we are required logically to cross the wasteland. We might not be able to get Requiem, so opponents might be required in order to cross that.
Hey, there's a bomb bag. That's in logic. Goron City Maze.
That is definitely in logic.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Estantia, I am the logic commentator. I am here to remind you that logic exists and that you cannot say for certain what opponent is way of the hero for, because you seem rather certain about that, and you shouldn't be.
Hey, I'm usually the one doing logic in things. My logic ain't bad, but it looks kind of suspicious. You've got to admit.
Oh, it absolutely is, but I have to point out that we can't be 100% sure.
Yeah, the chances are low because we know at least one of the HBA rewards is nothing. We know that one of them is a piece of art.
Oh, absolutely, but still, I have to point it out. At any rate, though, Din's Fire in Way of the Hero GTG.
Stone Shadow. Alternatively, something else is firelocked.
Oh, absolutely possible, but it's not great. It depends on
Like
where
that-
fire arrows are.
Like that Way of the Hero spirit, maybe?
Yep. That would be funny, Herb.
Yeah, it could be that map chest in Spirit Temple is required. Possibly just for key logic. Oh, hey, look! A second bomb bag in Gerudo Training Grounds.
That's also in Logic, actually.
Yep.
Because Song of Time is in Logic, and so is GTG Access. Not racing, I checked Catfish, although thank you. And I kind of went by default as the person who rolled the seed.
Yeah, you and the more people are tortured by this. I still want to implement the Minish Cat community's ban list thing for OOT. That would be great.
Yeah, there's just so many OOT seed rollers, so that it would get very, very complicated.
It means we could actually measure how bad all the different seed rollers are.
Well, actually, Estantia, we do have for both Season 4 and the Challenge Cup, we have a pair of spreadsheets running that calculate average seed time for each tourney as a whole and its average time per seed roller. This Challenge Cup is averaged a heck ton of horrible seeds. Our current average is a 313. My personal average... No, sorry, our CC average is a 314. My personal average is a 313. We have had 15 of our 43 CC races so far did not sub 330. None have sub 2'd. Only 3 have sub 230. We kind of suck at rolling seeds. Top 32 is slightly better. I think our current average is just about 3 hours. But it's not great.
Not having a great time in Death Mountain Crater. They burned to death once and then they just jumped in the lava. Not having a good time.
Yep. Yeah, I checked Catfish. We are here as commentators, so we are not actually racing. We're here watching them and commenting on what they're doing. Yes, this is another Star Special. Welcome in, Kampiamu.
Yep.
It's not too bad so far, just kind of dry. They can't actually do anything with that din. Well, Gorodin can't do anything with that dins just yet.
Actually, I'd argue that we've had a rush of items in the last few minutes, like the hammer unlocked the bomb bag in Goron City Maze. Some people going to Gerudo Training Grounds found Din's Fire, found a different bomb bag.
Yeah, I mean, those are nice, but they don't really unlock a whole lot at the moment. I mean, we already beat DC.
Din's Fire, if that is Way of the Hero, is not Strength 2 locked at all. That was in the Stalfos chest in the first one, so that one's accessible.
Oh yeah, Din's Fire is absolutely possible for a Way of the Hero.
It's not a Way of the Hero you want, but it's possible.
Oh, yep. Din's was in the Stalfos chest. Something Magnus. Gorodin, unfortunately, doesn't have magic yet from Forest Temples. If I were the only one who's found that.
Yeah, no one wants Din's to be Way of the Hero because we have Stone Shadow and Stone Spirit. However, it should be noted that our Way of the Hero Spirit could require Din's Fire for being magic locked for a key or for an item in the map chest. Or Din's Fire is also used in the Sunblock room, isn't it?
We also have to consider that fire arrows may be available somewhere.
Yes, all fire arrows could be locked by Din's Fire. Oh, we're seeing a crossing. This crossing is out of logic because we don't have the long shot or the lens or the hover boots. It's long shot or hover boots and lens. Though interestingly, we do have magic available. Magic is in the Forest Temple, and it is accessible with the Song of Time.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Nice crossing so far, though, from Borodin. No item, pretty much itemless wasteland crossing is not the easiest, but you can see here also why these four runners are all pretty good.
Actually,
so Fluflush and Puppy. So Fluflush and Puppy are both in the Challenge Cup this season. Borodin and I think Skyward are both in the Challenge Cup last season, and Skyward actually was third. One of the teams that tied for third place in the co-op tourney.
Very nice, but also I'd mention crossing the wasteland. It's actually surprisingly easy with visual cues.
You just have to learn is the main thing, but it is on the thing. This can be challenging for newer runners. Oh yeah, Skyward also won season 1 of MMR. I forgot. Rain.
I did
and
not
we're not the same
realise
game,
that
but
they
there
got
is
second
certainly
place
overlap.
on Majora's. That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, second place. Sorry, I can't read. Nice, though. Still right. I can't read. There's the OT Storms hint again. Valley and Back Lake. Yuck! For locations on that hint.
I mean, hey, I'd be fine because normally my opening route is to go to Valley when I can.
Also, Vanilla Requiem. Lovely. Puppy saw something he wants in the waterfall. Nope, just couldn't see it. That hand in the well is dead.
Vanilla Requiem was a possibility with that opponent being Way of the Hero. I did mention it as a possibility, but that means that we still need Hoff's Long Shot or Lens.
Or Long Shot.
And Lens.
And Lens, yep. Yep, heaps.
And Pappy doing a death warp back up to the top of the valley so they don't have to jump, so they don't have to go all the way around. Tectite being a nuisance as usual.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, where do you go at the moment? Because we're still a little low on things to do. For Skyward, at least. Skyward does have the option whenever he gets out to GTG, which he might be doing soon, to dip into Shadow Temple for the first 2 checks with Dins and Magic, as he proceeds to absolutely fail to find the Grotto.
We have Ruto's letter. We have Ruto's letter and Zelda's lullaby. We can do
we can turn it in now, right, with bombs.
We can do ice.
Yeah, we can't do that. Sorry, forgot about that. Yeah, Skyward eventually gives up on hammering the rename Grotto and just bombs it open. Sorry, but that looks kind of funny.
The thing is, Doc Heaps, if Big Pose and HP have nothing in Long Shot, could be behind Dins, behind Spirit, or behind other items found in GTG, then that means we need to find the hovers early so that we can cross the River of Sand to get to that Requiem.
See, honestly, hard for Puppy.
Everyone is getting funneled into Gerudo training grounds, which they will either love or hate. Choose your...
Dinspire is a really game moment.
Yeah, it's roughly at this point that I would be looking at the domain and the fountain and ice cavern checks, because Ruto's letter was kind of in a weird place, and actually Skyward is the only one that has it. So if they...
Borodin forgetting that it's 4 Medallion Bridge, not 2. Proceeds to backload right into the
also, the well is behind all dungeons, so we do need to be able to both... We do need hovers before we do all dungeons.
Yeah, logic is a bit of a mess at the moment. We'll sort it out eventually, but it might take a bit. Gordon and Skyward are both going... Gordon picking up Zeal, Skyward's going Child.
Reckon... Yeah, Skyward, I reckon, is probably getting Composer Grave. Oh, they've got Inspire, do they? And Magic, so they can actually check the chest in Composer Grave.
Skyward has not done his GTG yet. I double tuned.
Yeah, Rotinda does say that's why I would want to be rushing Ice Cavern at this point. Because it's open and because it's a song. If nothing else, that has a potential to be Bolero, which could give the bow, which might be our intended progression. Either way, I'd have a bow. I am laughing.
It's a 50-50 chance between Bolero and Prelude. Prelude is absolutely useless considering both save warps are in market. You take that risk.
Something I would note, Forest Temple is one of the medallions to do Kakariko. To get the Burning Kakariko check. I think Bolero has to be in Ice Cavern because
Oh no, there could be another bow available.
Forest is required in order. Oh yeah, like there could be another bow available, but if the volcano is the first bow, then Bolero
yes,
has to be in Ice Cavern.
But there's absolutely no guarantee it's the first bow on the crater.
Oh no, there's no guarantee, but let's face it, it's one of your seeds. We're expecting the worst here, in theory crafting the worst possible combination.
I'm also trying to make sure we provide accurate information this time here. As you see, another bottle on bowling, which is not worth. Well, okay, Gordon's gonna get it, I guess. Well, they don't actually have their Rudo's letter yet, so that makes sense.
Yes, I am saying various different options for how awful it could go, but also.
But I also have to point out the holes in your reasoning. As you see, some more shoes in the composer grave, not too bad. I'm not trying to argue with you, but I'm also trying to make sure we have accurate information. I might be a little bit cranky, which probably isn't helping. I'm a little sleep deprived at the moment.
Have you had enough water?
Yes, I do. I have a full water bottle sitting next to me.
Well, possibly it shouldn't be full. Possibly it should be being drunk. Because I know I'm drinking mine.
Well, I am still drinking mine. Just took a sip. Heaps is still providing exceptional entertainment as Puppy picks up his dins. Kind of makes a bit of a really face.
Yep, that is a face.
Yep. So we can see the runner's full streams on our end on the commentary page, so Puppy and Skyward are both using face cams. And Puppy certainly has some fun facial expressions. Also, I love his hat.
I'm sorry, I love that. Sometimes when you can get the game to pause when you're like talking to someone or when you're doing a song, you get the best photos. Like the bomb just of your head waiting to explode.
Something I really didn't comment on till now is tunic colors. I think Rodine and Fluflush are both using vanilla, but I do quite like Puppy's shade of pink, as Fluflush picks up his magic, and Skyward's shade of salmon isn't too bad either.
No, I do like the vanilla greens. I don't think Skyward's salmon colour is doing them any favours right now.
Oh, no. Butterdike! That's Way of the Hero. That makes Saria's song Way of the Hero in Graveyard.
Is that Way of the Hero? Yes, we've got to do Deku. It's a medallion dungeon.
Yes, it is. I can't keep track.
Yep, I was just running through it myself. So,
no worries.
So graveyard options for Way of the Hero are Strength and Sarias.
Correct. Strength is likely Way of the Hero just by dint of the fact we have a Way of the Hero Spirit Temple. The odds are that's strength locked, as we see a slingshot on the Hyrule Castle. Harry.
And also, we pretty much needed to do Dodongo's. I think Dodongo's is locked pretty much. Actually, no, what has Dodongo's locked? Because we needed. Yeah, that's kind of important. Oh.
Ooh, that's ew no. That fire arrows is not Din's lock. We have ZL. If that Din is the Way of the Hero in GTG, it's for Shadow Temple.
Technically, finishing Dodongo Cavern was out of logic.
No, the hammer puts it in logic.
For the eyes. So actually, we don't.
No, Estantia. Hammer was an open grotto. It puts the or we can get the one from GTG. Both bomb bags are in logic without DC. We're fine.
Okay, we're fine. Good.
I do know my logic.
Din's Fire is not required to do the pot. That is a good thing.
Yep, because you can get Zelda's Lullaby. It is actually in logic to do that pot to light the torches of Dins, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I was mentioning it, because, yeah, you can require Din's Fire to light the torches to get the pot spinning. And
But nope, we have
I
ZL.
was trying to work out if that was what was happening.
Yeah, but nope, we have Zelda's Lullaby that is in logic, which means that if Din's Fire is Way of the Hero, it has to be for Shadow Temple, because otherwise fire arrows do the exact same thing. Logically. Where are the bomb bags? Spirits the Way of the Hero, thank you for the reminder. GTG Right Side Maze, Song of Time is in logic, and we have a Pona song. And the Goron City Maze, which is, we have a hammer from Open Grotto, also in logic. Ruda's letter for Fluflush. And Big Ron is still dead. Key and Child Spirit. Yep, that is correct. Keeps. Well, also, yeah, true, that bomb bag, yep, you did not need a Pona song for a fire source either. Fair enough logic, but I myself kind of goofed. What?
What was in Haunted Wasteland? I missed it.
Puppy doesn't have a fire source or magic. Well,
Okay,
has his dins, but no magic. Just getting the skulls. Mirror Shielding coming for Fluflush.
Yeah, it looks like Fluflush is just using vanilla colorings for everything, which I honestly can't blame them. Some of this stuff is too dark.
Yeah, even then, Heaps, Dins isn't Way of the Hero. Ooh, Strength 2 in the Deku Tree.
That is important. And also is another indication that Saria's is Way of the Hero to get the Kokiri swords, to get the second strength.
That doesn't really change anything, Santia, because Kokiri swords already required to beat Deku. The strength doesn't change that at all.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't discount the strength from being Way of the Hero. It doesn't.
Oh no, it doesn't. But it also doesn't increase the chance of being Way of the
Hero chain because it's still locked.
Oh yeah, it's just not gonna. It just doesn't increase the chances of strength being Way of the Hero. It's just.
It's just that it doesn't disallow it.
It is just that it's there, pretty much, is what it is. Santi and I aren't usually this argumentative with each other. I think I'm just not in the best. I'm a little sleep deprived, and I'm afraid we're a little more argumentative with each other than we usually are. Sorry, chat. Skill and Deku Tree. Yeah, we are a little bit crankier than we typically are. We usually work together pretty well, but I just seem to be in a cranky mood. I am sorry about this. Alright, so Puppy is now going to pick up his Vanilla Requiem. Alright, they'll try and stop arguing with you over every point of logic. Because we keep doing that today. And yeah, unfortunately, Goro Team not getting the flame storage. It has to do this to room the vanilla away. This takes a bit.
I'm not arguing with you over logic. I'm just pointing out interesting things the logic could be doing.
And I'm pointing out the holes in your reasoning.
No, you're just pointing out other things that logic could be used for apart from the most awful possibilities.
Well, you're not wrong. Okay, so the reason why one of the reasons why I'm a bit sleep deprived is that I stayed up till about midnight, a little past midnight last night, for commentating the Zelda 2 Randomizer weekly, which Alan was running, and Alan took it, and it took it about an hour and a half-ish. So that's other reasons why I'm a little sleep deprived, because I kind of didn't get much sleep in that. Alan here is the Z2R, is the main Z2R admin. He also does OoT from time to time. By the way, nothing at all in Spirit Temple so far.
Well,
Keys and nothing else.
That's a key. That is a key in what technically might be a fire locked check.
Neither of our fire sources lock the other, Estantia. That's the problem.
No, yeah, neither of our fire sources.
That does jack squat from our Din's Wave the hero.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's still important to try and keep track of Spirit Temple key logic.
I mean, both our fire sources and our magic is in logic. That does not do much Estantia at all. It would be more useful if we didn't have a fire source, but we do have a fire source. We have 2 fire sources even, and a magic meter. I'm kind of like whichever. It's not much use. And no, I'm alright. Thank you, chat. I'm just tired. It's just fine. I do quite like commentating these. These aren't bad at all, to be honest. We are used to these runs. OTR, I'm used to the 3-4 hour runs. Part of the issue with my sleep deprivation is I did stay up past midnight on Friday also to come to race moderate a challenge cup match that Oops AD for Requiem. Also a world tour. We were there for a while.
We have irons. We probably need hovers. And
yeah, we likely need hovers.
In logic, we don't care about being in logic.
No, so we're really a long shot from go mode, yes. The thing is, we're also just missing things.
The only bow that we've seen looks to be hovers locked or bolero locked.
Yeah, there's also that problem, is that we currently don't have a accessible bow. So yeah, no bets just yet, because we are still missing things. Skyward is heading up Swords River now, probably going to turn in the letter.
Also, I would say probably no bets yet, because we are still at the stage when people could just randomly run into the thing we're trying to set up a bet for.
Oh, absolutely. Also, happy 1 hour, everyone. Hope I missed it by a minute or 2. Aaron, we are finding plenty of items. We're also still missing plenty of items.
Skyward is 100% not trusting that bow on the volcano to not need a bean.
Yep. Smart choice. Yeah, so, well, we're not seeing too much new. Fluflush is climbing Fire Temple, which is new. Shoutouts to our runners here. Fluflush, Gorodine, Puppy, A Skyward, to my co-commentator Estantia, and to our 4 trackers, the Ellen Heffley, Brettner Doze, Procrastinator AT, and Joda with a J.
Yeah, what I'm currently hoping for is that Skyward is doing this in order to hand in the letter and then check out stuff behind it, like Jabu or going to Ice. Given they picked up those beans, I want them to assume the worst. I want them to assume the worst because it will be funny.
Also, we are logically still missing a Goron tunic, something I got reminded of as Fluflushers in Fire Temple.
Yes, because fewer tunic requirements still requires you to have the Goron tunic for beating up the elevator to this 2nd level, right?
Yes, it does, and for beating Lavachius, so we logically need that too. Not practically, these runners don't much care, but they also don't have a ton of health. Like Fluflush is on 6, which is doable, just a little annoying.
I did mention Volvagia.
Did you? I might just have missed it. Irons now for Skyward, nothing for Fluflush.
Yep, and then I guess we get to see what's in Sora's domain. After we check the hints.
Yep. Well, we've seen these already.
And Gorodine finally gets their hammer, so they can go around and find various different things now. Mind you, they already had bombs, so most of that's already open. But doing things like Hammer Rocks, Fire Temple, that's now open to them.
Yeah, Puppy has some fun emotes. And alright, so we're mostly seeing checks we've already seen from Puppy and Gorodine. Skyward is currently in Child Zora's domain, so we'll see a couple new checks here, and then Fluflush is finding absolutely nothing, not even the boss key in Fire Temple. Deep fire, everyone! Well, we're currently in mid-fire, but we're getting there.
Possibility of absolutely nothing. Flip a coin as to which Fire Temple you have today.
Yep. By the way, what was that hint in Zora's domain? I completely missed it for Skyward.
Yeah, I'm afraid I completely missed it as well.
Chat, help!
Mind you, I think we've seen both of our Barons and all of our Way of the Heroes, so it's probably repeat. Yep, 50 skull, repeat. Thank you, something, Magnus.
Yep, thank you. We are missing one sometimes, and still. Yeah, so Skyward actually, having picked up Strength 2, will be able to do more of GTG than the other runners could. Whenever he gets there, since he hasn't been there yet, and that could be helpful for figuring out what is Way of the Hero there.
I thought Skyward had already done good.
No, he hasn't gotten there yet, doesn't have Dins.
Yep. And this is why I couldn't be a tracker. I can't keep track of who's done which things. Keep jumping between streams too much.
Estantia, you can see on Skyward's tracker that he doesn't have Dins.
Yeah, I know. I just said that before I'd managed to look closely at the tracker. Have a little faith in me, yo.
Fair enough. It's alright. There's just a huge rupee in the domain torches for Skyward. And even more Fire Temple for Fluflush, who doesn't actually have Pierre, so has to leave that behind. Zora's domain diving is just a nut upgrade for Skyward, who is getting out of here.
Well, at least it's a nut upgrade and not just a random nut.
There is that, as the Fire Compass just has a bow! That is big.
The worst bit of logic has been avoided.
That's not in logic. That's all locked. I don't think Fluflush cares though.
I don't think anyone cares. So yeah, it's possible that that one on the volcano is still our logical bow, but we have an easier to get non-logical bow. On the other hand, it means you have to go to deep fire. Again, pick your poison.
I mean, you're going all the way up to the top of Fire Temple anywhere for this boss key, because it's on Hammer Chester highest score on our Pierre, so... Look out, I love deep fire! It does put all the Forest Temple into completion, although not logic.
Yeah, though, again, I still reckon that there might be a Bolero in ice to put that.
Oh, there absolutely might be, but we don't know yet. Now it's a long shot for glow mode, yes. Now that we know where an accessible bow is. Might be.
We might want to hover.
We might, but we don't know for sure, Estantia.
That's why I said might.
Well, the only thing we are confirmed guaranteed to need besides light arrows is the long shot.
Which could in fact take us around the houses. If it's in well, then we definitely need those hover boots so that we can beat Shadow.
Oh, absolutely. We're a hover boots, and we still need a boomerang for that too, because we don't have a boomerang for Java right now. Also, a good note to see that Spirit Temple itself is not longshot locked. There's the boss key and fire all the way on the hammer chest. Thanks, game!
Yep, that was in fact why I was trying to keep track of where all the keys were in Spirit Temple and what was required to get them all, because if there is a key on that hand, then Spirit Temple is technically long-shot locked. That was actually what I was trying to say earlier about the fire source, tracking key logic. I do have a point to my things when I say them.
Sorry. Alright, at any rate, there is a red rupee on the highest board for Fluflush, which means that here is a key, so no need to worry about it today. Volvagia is the other one.
So, yeah, much as it is very good to set up a Scarecrow early, we didn't need it today. We are glad of this.
Yeah, we are.
I hate the air chest.
Yeah. Alright, so that'll. So, Fluflush is going to pick up a fairy for Volvagia, maybe? Nope, just going to get a health refill. Actually, does Fluflush even have a bottle? I don't think so. Well, just has Rudo's letter, but can't turn it, but hasn't turned it in yet, so never mind.
Sorry, which player was that you said was less from hadn't turned it in?
Fluflush, I'm pretty sure. Hasn't been child yet for that. Does he have a
Yep,
bottle?
that
I
makes
honestly
sense.
can't keep track. Not letter? Okay.
I think Gorodine got the bottle from Bombchu Bowling rather than the Ruto's letter one.
Oh, might have been, yeah, I can't. His personal tracker is a little difficult to read because those commentators see the runner's personal streams in their personal trackers, not the restream trackers, so it's a little hard to tell sometimes. Speaking of the letter, though, there it is for Puppy.
Yeah, I imagine people will be starting to get funneled towards Zora's Domain at this point. Skyward, I like this. Skyward just cleaning up Hyrule Field, just making sure that everything's right. That Epona, you are not a hole. We wanted to go into the hole.
Yep. Alright. Volvagia's down for Fluflush, though. Heartpiece and Tektite. And Puppy's about to get his butter knife.
So, yeah, we've got actually quite an interesting setup here because Fluflush is ahead on medallion progression.
Yep.
A bit. They don't have that strength 2, and they've not investigated as many different areas as Skyward has.
No, Fluflush has not gotten even Saria's song just yet for the Deku Tree. Or for Kokiri's sword for the Deku Tree, that is.
Yes, so for Skyward and Fluflush have the same amount of medallions now. I still reckon Skyward is ahead. I can't remember why Skyward is ahead, where he went to first, that he got put ahead on item progression.
Chased his Saria's song Way of the Hero into a Kokiri sword, which gives him strength 2, so that is very useful for GTG, because Skyward is the only runner to do GTG with that strength 2. No one else has, and that's actually really good info. Fluflush, on the other hand, has done all of Fire Temple, which does take quite a while, actually. As Puppy finds his fire arrows and discovers that this logic might be a little funny.
Yeah, something I don't actually know about these runners, and I think you might know these runners best than I do. What's their general execution like? Are they likely to gain time or lose time in temples from being good or bad at execution compared to each other?
I don't think any of them are particularly poor at execution, but I don't remember them being especially. I don't know. Execution is. I watched too many runners to have a consistent. Keep track consistently of execution and routing and general gameplay, unfortunately. So I couldn't really say. Also, Puppy having problems with hot water feels bad, man.
Yeah, Puppy is just getting bullied by Hot Water Goron there.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's just his facial expressions. Puppy's not amused.
I mean, can't really blame him.
No, not really. And alright, Fluflush, having picked up that boo out of deep fire, is off to Forest Temple, which is new, because we haven't seen anything past the courtyards, because they couldn't do anything past the courtyards.
Yep, always good to see some new checks, and that bow is probably a lot faster to get than that one on the volcano, so it could be that people are doing a long loop to stay in logic. for something we don't necessarily need.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna find out, because we do have an unresolved GTG and Spirit Wave heroes. GTG might be for Dins, but then again, where's Hover Boots? Or if it might just be in the first 2 checks of Shadow Temple, we don't know. And then Spirit Temple Wave the Heroes Unresolved too. It's not in Child Spirit. There was some keys and some junk, pretty much.
I remember we saw boss key, I think. Was it boss key on the map chest?
That is correct. That is what I call some keys and some junk.
See, sometimes me paying attention to Spirit Temple key logic makes sense. Usually I suck at Spirit Temple key logic.
It is tricky to manage, because Spirit key logic assumes you use your keys in the worst way possible.
I mean, key logic in general assumes you use your keys in the worst way possible. In fact,
Yes.
logic in general assumes you use everything you have in the worst way possible.
Yes, because it has to account for that in case you miss bomb choose, or use your keys in the wrong order, or anything else.
Honestly, it feels kind of reassuring that no matter how badly I fuck up, the seed is always there to make sure that I can't be punished for my fuck-ups.
Oh yeah, there are some unintuitive solutions. We regularly get people in the Discord who are like, I think my seed's broken. No, it's not. It's just an unusual solution that you might not have thought of. Some people don't realize they can use opponents to cross the bridge in Gerudo Valley. Others don't realize they can use Longshot to cross the bridge. I've seen both. Yep.
Yeah,
Some people don't realize you can use opponents for the bridge. Others don't realize you can use Longshot for the bridge. Some people don't realize you can use Longshot, or some people don't realize you can use hovers. There's plenty of solutions that you might not come across in the vanilla game.
Yeah, like the hovers skip to get onto the volcano, for example. Well, it's not a skip, it's a trick. The hovers trick to get onto the volcano isn't one I can get reliably. So that also might tilt my gameplay into, well, I can see that I can get there logically. Well, I can see that I can get there with hovers, but I'm still gonna go get that beam, thanks.
Yeah, and that's even just the standard settings, which are fairly tame with no sanities and only random spawns for entrance rando. But like, there could be even more complexity going on the more settings you add. Like, you'll see in the random settings leak match later today that there are plenty of things to think about when you turn a bunch of settings on.
Yeah, this is something that actually I find really interesting. There's a streamer that I watch who loves doing really weird and difficult settings, so like they pretty much always have some variety of skull sanity on, etc.
Yep.
And I was like, I should find them a really awful seed that has theoretically nice settings, just to show that nice settings does not necessarily mean nice seed.
Yeah. I have plenty of terrible seeds. I've rolled plenty of horrible seeds. I have a load of the things saved on my computer.
Yes, I gave him one of yours.
Why am I not surprised?
It was one of the awful weekly ones, so I think I may have accidentally got the NA weekly that you also rolled that weekend, and it was awful.
I mean, I rolled plenty of horrible seeds. Fluflush nearly falling down the hole, and rip Fluflush. Well, time to go back around. That's an F. Ouch.
That is a whole lot of pain.
Yeah, rip Fluflush. There goes a couple of minutes going all the way back around.
Look, I have to get my puns in somewhere.
Yeah. Alright, in the meantime, GTG Like Group for Skyward. This is new. There's a key. Another key. Strength 2 for Puppy in the meantime, speaking of.
That'll make him feel slightly better about his life.
Hopefully, another key. And a recovery heart. There.
Okay.
I would have laughed if it was 4 keys here.
So basically, the only thing that Strength 2 would be doing here with that sheer amount of keys is maybe something deeper in the maze.
Pretty
We
much.
do have the bow as well, so the bow might be unlocking something somewhat more important.
Yeah.
Except we know where the bow is, but Skyward doesn't. We will have to wait until Floosh or somebody else goes back.
Yeah, and Floosh doesn't have strength 2 yet, that's the thing. Floosh has bow but no strengths, the others have strengths but no bow.
Let's see. Do we have toileting coming? It's possible, but it seems unlikely. We don't technically have it in Logic because we don't have Zorich. No.
I was just gonna say, Zoratunix only requires a central pillar.
See, I do remember things. It's just I realised it as I was saying it.
Yeah. Also, unfortunately, Gorodin is... Well, fortunately or unfortunately, Gorodin is doing the Grand City Maze as child and is missing his mirror shield as a result. It is Stone Spirit, so we'll see if that actually matters, but I'll just point that out here while we're at it. Floosh gets back up to the bow chest to pick up 20 bucks.
Nope, Skyward is saying, sod that. I do not care about the toilet right now.
Understandable, it's likely a key and you don't really want to deal with it. It's slow, it takes 8, it's annoying. You don't even know if it's a key. I'd leave it behind too.
Yeah, you might be able to calculate it from what else you see in the maze and what other checks you can do.
He can't, he doesn't have a bow, but he also just doesn't want to do it anyway.
Again, can't blame him.
Like, there's a reason why the toilet's rather infamous.
Let's see if those extra keys get us anything interesting.
Nope. Alright, because yeah, this chest is not one the others could get previously, has a nut upgrade, and Skyward is key locked out of here. Still, the only thing in Way of the Hero GTG is Din's Fire.
Which means Toilet or Center, maybe? Or possibly one of the very few chests before Center. Or Bowlocked.
No, we're down to just the center chest left in the maze. We've seen everything else. Skyward was able to get everything else but the center chest. He had 6 keys.
Have we seen the bow checks then? Who went there with a bow?
No, no, we haven't. But I meant we've seen all of the mazes then. Yes, sorry.
Yes, that makes more sense. I was just thinking, but I haven't.
No. Sorry, we haven't seen the Bowlock checks. But you were saying that we still had a couple checks left in the maze. We only have 1 left in the maze, to be specific. As there's ice arrows in the forest falling ceiling for Floosh.
So that's 2 out of 5 for the meme checks?
Something like that.
I don't think we've seen Winner Heart Piece, I don't think we've seen Nehru's, and I don't think we have seen the single green rupee.
I don't think so either. Shadow Medallion for Puppy from Deku.
Anything on the roof of the fortress? Oh look!
There's Love! Speaking of...
2 out of 5%.
And Skyward here is going to actually be able to check out Way of the Hero Adult Spirit Temple, so we are going to see... We might finally find out what's Way of the Hero here. He has a mirror shield too, so can clear out this place pretty thoroughly as long as there's a key on the adult side.
Yes, and I don't think anything in Spirit Temple is bowlocked.
No, nothing is. Logically, the boss key chest is, but they don't care.
Yep, because they've got the Inspire.
Yep.
And damage boosting. Can't forget the damage boosting.
We do actually, at this point, have Ganon's Castle access in Logic. We have DC, Forest, Deku, and the Pocket Spirit Shadow Medallion all in now for 4 medallions, so something to think about.
Okay, just to clarify, the ice arrows are not actually logically required in order to beat Bongo Bongo in the Shadow Temple. It is a meme that goes around the community a lot. It's not actually required.
Yep, it's a meme because Bongo is a pretty funny animation where if you freeze one hand with the ice arrows, he'll punch it with the other ones.
Means if you are very good with your timing, you can shoot the second hand and the eye at the same time. It's really nice swag strap when you get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is why the ice arrows are a mean % item. They don't technically do anything, but they're a unique item.
Yep. Skyward, in the meantime, doing itemless wasteland at night. So was doing some spin attacks to help him see better, because this is a little harder at night when you can't see much of anything at all. Ooh, hovers in the forest basement!
Why is it always the basement chest?
I don't know, but it always is.
It really is. It's just always the forest basement chest.
Yeah?
Yep. Now we do not have to go and get Bolero. That bow on the volcano is happily... Oh no, wait, no.
No, that's Bowlock.
This is Bowlock. So either there is a bow somewhere else, or it expects you to go and get Bolero.
Or the wallet's around someplace.
Yes, yes.
Wallet or Goron Tunic, because that would put the Fire Temple one in logic. Fire was not Bowlock.
Nope. Which is probably a good thing given how awkward the bows have been in this seed so far.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh man. Fire hovers Bowlock in the forest basement is just mean.
Why is it? Where's the forest temple basement? I swear every time I have a Way of the Hero in forest, it's always Codham basement. Oh, that's not good. Phantom Ganon landing outside the arena is awkward.
It is. There's irons for Puppy. Ooh, and Fluflush is getting floored by Ganon. Ouch.
There is a reason I hate this boss.
Yeah, Fluflush, don't die, please. At least it's Phantom Ganon, which is quick to get back to once you've lowered the elevator, but it still is awkward.
Yes, kill them. Kill the ghost dead. Deader.
Oh, that was actually the Colossus fairy that had the slingshot. I think I got my fairies mixed up earlier.
It could have been at 2 fairies.
Could have been. Alright, Fluflush still playing tennis, and there we go. Manages to not die. Phew.
That is always good to see. Always good to have the enemy dying instead of you. Basics of combat. Also,
Yes, indeed.
Was that dead hand in the well guarding something?
That was dead. We've seen that. We saw that a while ago.
Yes, it's just always nice to remove at least one check from your Song of Storms on all dungeons.
Yeah.
Because
So, what are the... Yeah, so here's a question. What are the odds of the boomerang being the way of the hero in Spirit Temple?
Ooh. Possible? Possibly
Because if
right,
it is, we're in for some fun times.
I'm more thinking long shot.
It is more likely to be a long shot, but no, there's absolutely possibility it's a boomerang.
Oh, it is 100% possible. And nobody wants to see it. We know that it can't be a lens.
No, there is that. We still don't have a lens. It can't be in Spirit Temple, though, is the point. So yeah, we've got logic is fun. We still don't have a logical bow. That doesn't make a difference for Spirit Temple, at least. There's a key for Skyward. He is not screwed.
Could it be a wallet in Spirit Temple?
It could. Spirit is not...
That would be mean.
It would. It absolutely could be a wallet in Spirit Temple, as Fluflush here is going to be our first runner to go into Shadow Temple. This is Way of the Hero Din's fire, and you have... And, well, Fluflush doesn't have fire arrows, but all the same, Way of the Hero Din's, you go here.
Yep.
You absolutely go here.
Especially given Fluflush is the only one we've seen with hovers.
Correct, because the Floof is the only one with a bow.
So yeah, you've got progression. Follow it. You've got an
Oh,
item
absolutely.
which gives you access to an area that other people might not have been to yet. May as well chase it.
And hovers could be required for spirit access, so we've really got convoluted logic right now. Gordine, also in Spirit Temple, is right behind Skyward. Gordine, unfortunately, is short a magic meter.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
And a mirror shield, I think, too, which is also unfortunate. Rudup being the first check of shadow for Floof.
Yeah, we did mention how because they went to go on City as a child, they didn't get the mirror shield on the maze.
We don't know how much that'll matter at the moment, because there's a lot you can do in Spirit without a mirror shield. That might come back to bite. El Spirit Climb has a Floopy.
Might actually end up biting Floof.
And hey, BGS!
Yep, gotta love the big sword. Yep, big sword, more stab. All good.
Yeah, and there's a key on Dead Hand for Floof, so hovers. If Din's our way, it is in fact the only way of hearing thing in GTG, which it is looking like the case right now. We are still missing 3 keys and 2 items behind Toilet and the Bow. 3 keys, 3 items between Toilet, Bow, and Center Chest, sorry.
Okay, so if we didn't go out of logic to get the bow... no, I don't think it works for Forest to be Hover's Lock, does it?
No, considering that hovers are in Forest this time, yeah.
Yes, I know, but it's something to keep in mind. It was a completely dumb thing to think of, but I can never remember when a Forest Temple ends up being Hover's Locked.
Fair enough. In this case, though, it's pretty clear cut that it isn't, since hovers are at the end of Forest. It's kind of like the one seed I rolled once, where Fire Temple wasn't hovers locked because hovers were on Volvagia.
Yep, always good to see.
That was pretty funny. It's really rare. I think it's the only time I've seen it, but that was hilarious. Child Spirit Climb for Skyward. We've seen this already. This was nothing. Protein a little behind. And Puppy just safe quit.
Where is Puppy going?
Probably back adult. Yep. Also, by the way, nice BGS in the adult spirit climb. This can make life a little easier for combat. Yeah, an hour 34 in, we're still figuring out our way of the heroes. Floof is helping us a lot with that right now.
Yeah, though Floof only has 2 hearts, and this coming room is notorious for people going down pits repeatedly. Like, everyone has gone down the pit in this room. At least once. Possibly once a seed.
Yep. Grody not having Mirror Shield cannot do the 4 Armors chest, unfortunately. Did do Child Spirit earlier, so is now a bit ahead of Skyward going through here. Invisible chest, long shot!
Long shot.
And a heart piece.
So, yes, I think that confirms Epona's way of the hero for being the only way to cross the canyon in order to access Spirit Temple.
Yep, and that is glow mode. So, the question now is, where are those light arrows? Let me see. Time to open up a bet, since we are now light arrows from no mode. Now we're 35 in. Woohoo! The logic is still out, is still hacked, but at this point we are in glow mode.
Yes, we
Auroras
don't.
win on the
We don't need
crucial
Rang,
chest.
do we?
Not unless it's light arrows or an AD. We'll see what's in Shadow Temple for Fluflush.
Yes, this could be a Ganon gives us a hint that tells us, no, we need to go do several more dungeons.
I mean, Fluflush is almost halfway through one of said dungeons. As Gordine quite understandably heads Water Temple. Double Spirit in the meantime for Puppy and Skyward.
Which is also another stone.
Yeah, I mean, it is Way of the Hero, so... For that long shot. But alright, so let me quickly update the Way of the Hero command, and then I'll open up a bet. So, as to where is that?
Double magic in Shadow Temple, as is traditional.
Of course it is.
Which
Forest
means...
Temple, the only available magic.
Which means that Gordine needs to go to Forest at some point, hopefully soon, because otherwise they're just going to be full clearing Water Temple to try and find something, and possibly not finding anything.
Yep, there's a Zora tunic. Lol.
Well, at least it's in an appropriate place.
It is. It's also pretty funny. Alright, 4 hours chest for Skyward, I think. Nope. I was gonna skip it. Or did he did it to it already? I might have just brain farted. Long shot incoming, though.
And then we get to see what happens here, because with Spirit Temple being a stone, it's a case of, do you clear it in case you think that all dungeons are happening? Do you bail given that you think you've got the item you need? Personally, I'm on the side of always full clearing your Way of the Heroes, but...
With this being a stone and them having Requiem, in my opinion, get this rewards here for Skyward and get out of here. You've got other things to do.
Yep, that's fair.
Like, this is absolutely not the place to spend all your time.
In all fairness, they have kind of done most of it. There's not that much more to do before the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Twin Rova is very, very long, is the other thing.
Yeah, this is the kind of point where if you were in a tournament match, you would be making a gamble. If you know that your opponent is way better than you at execution and routing and everything, doing gambles like full clearing Spirit Temple when you think they'll bail might be the very thing that you need to win. It's certainly the only way I would manage to win any kind of match, making a gamble like that.
Yeah, but in a weekly, there's not much reason to do so.
Well, you still do get people metagaming in weeklies.
Oh, we do, just not as much. We haven't had any finishes. We have had one forfeit already.
I wonder if it was because they saw the bow on the volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Though more likely it's just personal reasons.
Yeah, it's quite likely. Alright, so yeah, let me get the bet open. Where did I put those light arrows? I'm gonna bet wherever I put it.
Oh, where do I want to bet? So for reference, when people are making bets, our foolish locations are outside Ganon's Castle and Death Mountain Trail.
That does eliminate one Storms check, something I've been largely ignoring.
Damn it, something, Magnus. I was about to bet that. Yeah, I was about to bet Light Trial.
Shoutouts, by the way, to the fact that Shadow Temple has turned up double magic and nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea where to bet. Okay, let's go for a meme. Because why not bet a meme?
Oh, absolutely. So with bets, you want to so how I choose winners is if you get exactly the right chest, you win. Then it is whoever is closest. So I gave a win to Shadow Trial yesterday over Light Trial when we had a Forest Trial item. Because Shadow Trial is quite literally physically closer to Forest Trial. I had to double check which one it was. So yeah, it's first the exact check, then the closest check, and then closest check in the same area, and then I just go for a meet.
Yeah, it's different depending on different restreamers. Some people go for closest that's not incorrect, so sometimes they go specific checks, then general area.
Oh, I always do specific
Usually,
then
like,
general.
reactions.
Yeah, I go for specific then general, and then memes. Like I actually gave a bet the other day for a Ruto's letter location item to someone who said diving in lake because I think they meant lab dive, but diving in lake is also technically the Ruto's letter location, so that won.
We got a lovely torch slug photo bomb from Pappy there.
We use a Bosky and Dragon. Thank you for commenting on that, Brot. And we use a Firebase app tracker for our restreams as hey, lens.
Oh no, that's lens.
Oh,
that's logically required.
Din's Fire Wave the hero for a lens, everyone.
There might be something to not make it horrific bait, maybe.
Lens, way of the hero!
And from the bouncing on Floosh's see up, I think they suspect this is all a trail of bait.
Yeah. Lens, way of the hero, everyone.
Okay, now I want to have bet just light trials in bet Shadow Temple for the light arrows. Just so it wasn't a complete bait, but bait.
Let's wave the hero, everyone. Poor Floosh might just be wasting a whole lot of time.
We're wasting a load of time for a lot of information. Like, we're glad he did it.
Oh yeah, he's not so happy with himself, though.
I mean, think of it as community service, helping out the chat and the commentators work out the full logic of this seed.
I mean, it could still be useful for the chess minigame, but there's a good chance that it is just logical to cross the wasteland. None of these runners do that because they all know lensless wasteland. A lot of them did it itemless, so everyone but Floosh has done itemless actually, so yeah. Yeah, nice morphle fight there for Gorodine. Where's the Goron tuner for logic? Good question, actually.
Hey.
Ice Cavern fight, possibly?
How about wallet on Bongo Bongo?
That I just laugh if Shadow is everything for logic and nothing that's actually useful.
Great.
And Morpha is seriously.
Okay, so hey. Did you need a bow to get the shot?
Thanks, game. Absolutely. Thanks.
Did we need a bow to get the long shot?
No, you did not. Lens was not. Oh no, the logic is a bow lock bow because you needed a bow to get hover boots to go shadow for that lens to cross the wasteland.
Mwop, 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 mwop.
Yeah. And a bloopy on Bongo means that Din's Fire Wave the hero right now is just for the lens. And I have to say, I'm really laughing at this seed's logic. It does feel really bad for Floosh, who spent like about 15 minutes in Shadow Temple getting a lens and nothing else.
And that's a bow-locked Goron tunic on Shoot the Sun.
Lovely.
So yeah, where's the wallet?
That's a really good question. It could just be Bolero and Ice to fix all our logic problems, but even that's not a guarantee.
Yeah, I think that one on the volcano has to be our logical bow.
At the rate we're going, I'm not sure how many spots are left with that wallet, yeah.
I mean, unless the wallet's in like Jabu or Ice as well.
It could be, because that would solve that logic issue. But yeah, we're running out of spots for that wallet to be. Because then, man, this is hilariously bad logic.
Okay, now I'm starting to make notes. I really should have made more notes for interviewing things. So yeah, I'm now just writing down where all the bows are in logic and how they're locked.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Skyward and Gorodine understandably taking their bows to Forest Temple.
Yep, that's the place you go where you finally found your bow.
Gorodine will also finally pick up his magic. And expect Puppy will be close behind the other two once he finishes Water Temple. As we'll see where Floosh goes, because we have seen all of Forest Temple, so we're getting double, mostly barren Forest Temple. And yep, it is Bolero and Ice Cavern. That was our first logical bow in the crater. Thanks, game! Woohoo! There's a good chance at least one wallet is in Ganon's castle, and the whole entirety of Ganon's castle is bow locked today.
I mean, can you imagine if that's what strength is Way of the Hero for?
Oh god. I mean, Graveyard is confirmed double Way of the Hero at this is confirmed Way of the Hero for the opponent's song and the the composer grave for that Kokiri sword. We don't actually know if strength is Way of the Hero because the other strength wasn't, and the other two strengths, the strengths locked the long shot, so we can confirm that too.
Yeah, so the strength's locked long shot and Saria's and strength locked strength too. So
Yep.
Either way you slice it, Graveyard's Way of the Hero.
Yep, it is. Yeah, I did inspire Way of the Hero for a lens, everyone. I just have to laugh at that. I'm sorry, but magic is finally showing up for Gorodine. Puppy's playing ZL in the Water Temple, and we're seeing nothing new.
Look at it this way, you're living up to your reputation for seed rolling.
Yes, I am. Logical nightmares in this case. Since this one's logic really kind of sucks. The runners don't particularly care, but the runners don't. But the logic is a mess.
In fairness, have you seen a single OoT random seed where the logic isn't a mess?
Not really. I mean, it's how logic is. But that's also one of my favorite parts of Rando is to figure out the logic puzzles.
Yes, precisely.
Like, it's my specialty as a commentator because I do love logic so much.
It is in fact also mine. I'm usually pretty good at logic and working out where things could possibly be that's still in logic.
Yep, which has resulted in us having a few debates, though I think we've sorted out most of our arguments at this point. Hey, Curry Chicken, welcome into Bait Galore! That did inspire his Way of the Hero for a lens in Deep Shadow. Our first logical bow is on the crater behind Bolero in Ice Cavern. Courtesy of some really dumb, convoluted logic.
Yeah, so if you needed a seed to show why learning Lensless Wasteland is useful, then here's your seed.
Yep. We're currently Lighters from No Mode, which reminds me that we still have a bet going for that. I think I'll close it once Puppy finishes Water Temple. Hey Tanner, and welcome into Logic Sect again.
It was Star. Of course it was Star. I would like to try rolling a C4 weekly at some point. I wonder
So, yeah,
if that
we have.
on...
Go ahead, sorry.
I wonder if that heart piece on Bombchu Bowling is actually the winner heart piece to have it at least vaguely vanilla.
Yeah, so, Tannerin, the way we have Wave the Hero shenanigans. The short version is that Epona song, Wave the Hero in Sacred Forest Meadow, because that got you across the wasteland. That also involved a lens in the deep end of Shadow Temple behind Din's Fire and GTG. Hover boots were at the very end in the forest basement. Gorodin and Scared will be getting that in a few minutes. And
Blue Floosh is desperately hoping that the lens is not just for Wasteland Crossing.
Because otherwise Blue Floosh just wasted 15 minutes. And we're still trying to figure out where is our lighter. We don't know, because our wave of heroes have been a load of mess, and hi! Double defense!
I would take the double defense.
Blue Floosh isn't gonna bother, has enough hearts for it. Yep! Way of the hero did fire for a lens for Wasteland Crossing, everyone! You're welcome!
Mwah, 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 mwah. Jabu map chest? That's the mean one. It would be great if it was in the Jabu map chest, but that's a mean place to need to go. We have access to it, but that's a walk.
Jabu map is boomerang locked.
Yep. Yes, they have done Deku. Deku is where they got strength 2 to do Spirit Temple. Yep. That in itself was locked by Dancing Darunia, who had the Kikiri sword. Okay, where are we going now? Blue Fruit is heading back adult, but where are they going to go afterwards? Warsaw?
I'm not sure, because Blue Floosh still has not followed his Wave of Heroes Saria song over to Goron City. That's where his butter knife is, and that's his biggest problem right now, actually, is that butter knife. Oh, absolutely, Tannerin. We are still looking for lighters.
Someone has, in fact, bet bottom of the well.
Mm-hmm. I bet wherever I stuck it. Blue Floosh thinking about doing Shoot the Sun, but then decides against it. Still doesn't have a long shot because he still doesn't have strength 2, so this water temple's gonna feel really bad.
Yeah, but hopefully the fact that they don't have the long shot will end up funneling them to the other checks so that they can get that Kikiri sword.
I hope so, because Blue Floosh kind of needs that at the moment. It would have the other three have followed pretty similar routes, whereas Blue Floosh went off in a completely different direction. The Shadow Temple, if Shadow Temple had actually had something, it would have been excellent, but unfortunately Shadow Temple is a giant pile of bait. Loaded nothing in the lens. Sorry?
When memes go bad, Western Shadow does not in fact have anything. No, cow sanity is not on. Do not have things on cows.
Yep. Also, sorry if I keep talking over you. We've had some... tend to do that a bit, and I'm not always great with it, so tell me off if I do that again.
It's fine. Once you started getting slightly more aware that you might be being cranky due to sleep deprived, you start talking over me, it's fine.
Yeah, because I know it might have been a little bit wonky. I've gotten better since I'm also a bit more awake now.
Yeah, that would probably explain it. It's almost like looking after yourself might be important or something. I know.
Hey, I did look after myself. I just didn't realize it would be quite this bad earlier, because I was a little cranky with you, and I'm sorry about that. Hi, Sarah's recording. Puppy is... Where is Puppy going?
Forest? Deck?
He didn't get the boss key? Puppy?
Yeah, I've no idea.
I'm confused. Greylinks, they had no other way to get to GTG today. Longshot was in Spirit Temple, and Requiem was vanilla. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea why Puppy bailed out of Water Temple there. He was right next to the dragon chest too, and just said, you know what? I quit.
Maybe they thought they needed to do a bone check? But Puppy has long shot.
I don't know. I don't know why Puppy didn't just do dragon chest there. I have absolutely no idea.
We'll have to ask about that later.
Yeah, because I am confused. He definitely thinks Spirit Water Temple is bow locked. That much is clear. I'm not sure why, but yeah, he does at any rate. There's magic for him. He did not look happy in that magic. He's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, this seed has had a lot of oh come on moments.
Yeah, chat can't see Puppy's face cam because it's cropped out, but Puppy's had some fun moments. Also, with that bailout of water from Puppy, I have now closed the back for lights, so we'll see where are they.
Like, do the runners know that it's you that rolled this seed?
They do. In fact, one person even jokingly was like, "Oh God, Star Special, I'm out of here," and then came right back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now Floof is going into Water Temple. Skyward. Honestly, I don't. Skyward hasn't done Fire Temple yet.
Nope. This is sensible. Bill, get Skyward a second bow and another medallion.
Yeah. See, Typhul? This is... I think Typhul is hopefully the correct way to pronounce that, but this is why I want a ban list. This is why I want a ban list for OOT like there is for Minish Cap Rando. Yes, in Fire Temple you only... Until you go up the elevator, things are in logic. You cannot go up the elevator logically without the Goron tunic. The Goron tunic is on Shoot's son, or behind a wallet, which we don't know where it is.
Likely Gain's castle, which is also bow locked. I know here's a funny thing. We have been doing seed-roller statistics for the Challenge Cup and for Season 4. I'm actually out of 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 13 Challenge Cup seed rollers, I am 6th best with an average time of 3:13.
Best. Best
Yes,
is going
out of
direction again.
I have got the 6th lowest average time.
Yeah, there we go. Best. Best in quote marks.
Yes, it's still a 313 average because I rolled a 3 hour 50-minute absolute nonsense and another 3 hour 30 nonsense, combined with a couple of 240 somethings.
Which happy 2 hour mark?
Happy 2 hours. And then for the top 32.
Puppy.
What did Puppy just do? Walk off of it. Oh, he did it too.
We didn't have 4 medallions.
And Puppy's just laughing at himself. Puppy is just laughing at himself for that one.
He thought that either it was a 2 medallion bridge or that they had 4 medallions, and so instead of running into the cutscene, they just jumped off into the lava void.
Yeah, because Gorodin did the exact same thing. Oops, it doesn't help that Puppy does a lot of Challenge Cup commentary, so is thinking possibly of Challenge Cup settings.
Yeah, there is the slight issue of having almost Season 4 settings, but not quite.
Yeah, also, fun fact for my seed rolling, for Season 4 we have been computing similar statistics. Out of 11 Season 4 seed rollers, I am 4th best with an average time of 247.
Is this possible just because you've done more seed rolling?
Nah, Season 4 is on average has on average had much better seeds than CC. The Season 4 average time total is 301, the CC average is a 314 as of right now.
Is there actually any difference in the settings? I didn't think...
Nope, there isn't.
Settings.
We just seem to have coincidentally rolled significantly worse seeds.
Wow. Or there's just, slightly lower execution. That's always...
It doesn't make for 13 minutes, Distantia.
It doesn't make for 13 minutes, but it's a possible explanation.
It is at least a little bit, I'd say, maybe a minute or two, but it's not 13 at any rate. Yep, there was a particularly god-awful CCC that did not sub 4. It took 4 hours and 5 minutes.
At least we're at 2 hours and we're basically in glow mode.
Well, none of our runners are. We should actually get back on topic and see what each person is missing. All seeds can sub 4. It is sub 4-able, that seed. There was a number of shenanigans going on, and I'm pretty sure a top 22 runner could have sub 4'd it. I don't know if it would have been sub 330, though. Pretty sure the seed sucked a lot.
The biggest thing Floosh is missing is going to Dancing Darunia, getting the Kikiri sword, which will give them strength 2, which will allow them to do Spirit Temple. That's the biggest Floosh is missing.
Yep, Gorodin dancing a little bit with the Goron sword while back walking. I gotta love that. Looks pretty silly because it's quite long, but Gorodin is just missing... is in glow mode, actually. Puppy needs long shot. I think has long shot. Just needs to.
Skyward's in glow too.
Puppy needs to beat fire in forest, and still needs a bow because he brain farted something about water keys. I'm not quite sure what. Skyward's also in glow mode and is in fact a good bit ahead of Gorodin, and then poor Floosh is.
Floosh is not in a good place right now.
No, unfortunately both Floosh and Puppy are going to be here for a bit. So yeah, Gorodin and Skyward both in glow mode, but Skyward's slightly ahead in Fire Temple here is the main difference. Like, they're very close, actually, now that I pay attention to that, instead of going off on various CC-related tangents, including seed rolling. Yeah, they're actually pretty close, so...
Something I would ask
Mm-hmm.
is, have they set up Scarecrow's song? I know we don't need Pierre, but that might be something which evens up their progression in Fire Temple a bit.
I'm not sure, actually. Luge is taking in the entirety of the awfulness of the scene. Let's go in there. Yeah, that is true. Floosh did go with our logic. Or at least most of it.
Yeah, Floosh is taking one for the team in order to let us see the full logic of this seed.
Yep. B is unfortunately a different kind of stuck from Floosh, having goofed on water key logic. Oh, absolutely, Strike Key. Lights can absolutely be behind Boomerang.
Wait, was that actually strength in the Valley crate?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Was that actually?
Because I completely missed it. Oh, God.
Oh, wow. That could possibly actually change things.
Yeah, because that's not strength locked. None of our strengths were strength locked, actually.
No. The one in Decker is strength locked. Because you need to do something to get something else, I think. We did go through this earlier.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm just currently brain farting it. I mean, let's see. Where was it? The butter knife again. The knife was Darunia. ZL was Prelude behind DC, which was behind a hammer. Hammer wasn't strength locked. Saria's song wasn't composer grade behind ZL. I don't honestly know if Kokiri's word is
ZL was behind Dodongo's cabin and you...
Bomb bag from Bronze City Maze behind the hammer and open grotto. That's not a strength lock strength.
No, I thought we talked through it earlier and we found that it was, but okay, we know a bit more now.
Yeah, no, we do. And it's not strength 2 locked at any rate, is the main point. It's down here.
Oh yeah.
None of the rest strength.
Yes, so it was only that one in Deku that was even possibly locked behind strength.
Yeah.
Which is weird, I thought someone had already got crates and...
No, people check the waterfall, but I don't honest to goodness remember the crate.
Fair enough.
Puppy here losing the shield reminds me that he doesn't actually have a mirror shield either.
Yeah, and was the long shot mirror shield locked?
No, invisible chests.
Could that be logically not due to key placement? I can't remember if there was a key behind the mirror shield in the Armos room.
No, those are both, those require the same number of keys.
Okay, in which case, yes, it looks like mirror shield is theoretically not required.
At the moment. Depends on where that light
Useful,
is. Those
but not
lights are.
required.
No. No one's checked the bow checks in GTG. Puppy can, he doesn't have a bow. Because Puppy goofed water key logic somehow. We're not quite sure how, but he did.
Yep, unfortunately, Skyward, it's not here that's your boss key. You need to go all the way up top. Sorry.
Yep, you're out of luck. This seed is sending you all the way to the end of Fire Temple.
Hammer chest, everybody loves hammer chest. No, they don't. That's a lie. Everyone hates hammer chest.
Yeah. Puppy is bottom left, Cool J.
And it's not very often that you actually see the Song of Time block getting moved in this room.
No, and Puppy does not look happy with GTG.
Floosh doesn't look happy with Epona.
I don't think so either.
Stop the animal cruelty. This is just cruelty to Epona.
No one's checked the toilet, no one wanted to, pretty much.
Puppy might be going in there now.
I can see it in all honesty for Puppy. Yeah, this might be a toilet play. As there's Skyward's bow, and he's just like, okay. He's
Yeah,
like,
that
really?
was definitely a reaction from Skyward of, oh really?
Really? Now we've seen the ice arrows. That was in the Forest Temple.
Toilet being light arrows, it would give Puppy a bit of an advantage, but it's not as much of an advantage as he needs in order to get properly back into this.
Puppy, at this point, Puppy needs to go to, Deep Fire. It's probably his best chance at finding a bow right now. It's either that or an ice cavern.
Oh, we are getting to see the toilet though.
Yeah, we are. Time for the toilet. Everyone, get your toilet into the emotes. We have seen all gold sculptural checks. 30, 40, 50 were hinted junk, 10 and 20 were also junk. And Fluflush is getting strength 2 off the crate, and actually is gonna be in an interesting spot for that, because unfortunately Fluflush still needs to follow Way of the Hero Graveyard to get Kokiri Sword is the problem, so that doesn't solve anything really, unfortunately, for Fluflush.
It means they can get their long shot.
It does, but that doesn't help much.
I mean, it doesn't help much, but it helps a little, maybe. But it will take them further away from that Kokiri Sword.
That's the problem, yeah.
Oh, hang on. That was lights in toilet.
Oh. Alright, lights in toilet. You know what? Sure. We're in glow mode, everyone.
Well, I guess that really does confirm that this is a shit seed.
Alright, who wins the bet?
Oh, hey,
I win because no one actually bet GTG or the toilet.
Gwelling seems to think they did.
You didn't bet, at least. You didn't put in
Maybe
bet
the
at
bet
all.
was closed.
Yeah. So yes, among people who actually bet, we have River Chest, Bongo, Well, Light Travel Strength 3 in the Well, Ice Cavern, Chest Game, Jabu Map Chest, Blame Stars, you hit it in Jadabu Summer like with Baronade, nope. Curious Storms, nope. And Validation Chest, nope. I win!
Yeah. I mean, I would argue she put it somewhere stupid.
Yeah, Shadow Temple is just GTG Wave the hero for Din's Fire to get a lens from Deep Shadow.
Yep, Shadow also
game.
has magic.
Yeah, Puppy here is in Shadow, but thankfully is going to get locked out very quickly due to no hover boots, which is good for Puppy. Makes sense with Din's Wave the hero. Thankfully he'll get himself locked out before he can get very far in here. Yeah, Shadow got was double magic, There's Love, and the lens. No, There's Love was elsewhere. Whoops. Yeah.
Well,
light arrows cannot be directly hinted Wave the hero. So Din's was for the lens.
Yep. Okay, in these specific settings, light arrows can't be hinted Way of the Hero because light arrows do not block the light arrow hint.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually hint logic in this as well. It's actually really clever. So if something has already had a specific hint, it is discounted from Way of the Hero hints. And because Ganon always gives a light arrow hint, it can't be hinted Way of the Hero.
Wave of
And
hero
now I
hints
just
can.
get to envy horseback archery skill.
No.
Sorry,
Also,
what
wave
was
of hero. So yeah, wave of hero hints cannot be locked behind the item they're hinting at because that kind of nerfs the point of having a wave of hero hint.
Yep, that's another part of hint logic.
It's like he couldn't get Rudo's letter wave the hero in wherever, but the only hints are in Zora's Fountain, for instance.
Yeah, this has actually come into play at one point because someone found a hint for a particular item so that they knew that that item had to be in logic and then went and got the thing that unlocked it. I think it was bombs. Basically, there was a hint in a bomb-locked grotto, so they knew they had to be able to get bombs before they could get that item.
Yeah. Alright, Skyward is now off to Ganon's castle to get the hint from Dorf that, your letters are in GTG. So Skyward's in a pretty good spot here to finish pretty high. Well, I'm not sure about the sub 230, but it shouldn't be much more than that. Ferora's Wind is going to help. Though Skyward will do every other check in GTG before the toilet, I am sure. Here's the boss key for Gorodine.
I mean, which would you rather do first, the bow checks or the toilet?
The bow check says there's Mirror Shield for Papi. He's like, really? Kind of throws a hand up and just like, really, game? Really?
Despair. Oh, and no, they're not childs. They can't do Darunia. They've already done Darunia.
No.
It's Bluefish that needs to do Darunia.
Yeah, Papi needs a bow. And he is going in that direction, thankfully. Hopefully, maybe, sometime. Gonna do the Creator Fairy first, though, which makes sense. I hope this is Fire Temple for Papi, because he needs that bow.
Really does. I mean, they've still got the hammer equipped, so it seems fairly likely. And also, where else does Papi think he can get to?
Ice Cavern, but yeah, I'd go Fire Temple over Ice Cavern. So yeah, Papi and Fluflush both still barking up the wrong trees, as Gorodine and Skyward are on their way to Gomood.
Well, at least we know that Fluflush, if they're thorough, will actually get the light arrows out of this.
There is that, but unfortunately, really needs to go to Childborn City.
Yeah, a bit too little, too late.
Yeah, got sent down the world's worst rabbit hole pretty much with Shadow Temple. If it had actually had anything, it would have paid out big time. But nope, just the lens. Unfortunately for Fluflush.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but sometimes that's just the way that seeds go.
Yeah, Rando will Rando. Fluflush doing pretty well with the seed otherwise, made some honestly understandable choices chasing that Din's way of the hero. Got Bow well before everyone else in Deep Fire, just unfortunately the Shadow Temple did not pay out.
Yep. Unfortunate, just that's sometimes how it happens.
Yep, Rando will Rando. Alright, Skyward, seeing the hint for GTG, has a bit of an odd look on his face as he tries to figure out what that is. And GG's to Sponge, finishing first with a time of 2:19:45.
GG.
I was starting to wonder when we would see a finish, because it's getting close to that point.
Yeah, we've got enough people close enough that I was expecting someone. It's just a case of who and how soon.
Gains Castle Boss Key for Gorodin. Fluflush is gonna at least get light arrows here.
And not, in fact, just going straight past the picking up the boss key, which some people have done.
As GG's the Goomba finishing second, 2:20:31.
GG, Goomba.
I will say, I wonder where the wallets are. We will get a spoiler log once everyone in the race finishes, so that could be a couple hours yet. So we will eventually know. Where are those wallets?
I reckon it has to be Jabu or Ice at this point, and maybe Ganon's Castle.
Ganon's likely has at least one wallet, yeah.
And it would even be in logic given, I think... Well, no. Yes. Yes, it would be in logic, because we can get a bow logically, even if it's a pain in the ass way that no one's done yet.
Yeah. No one's getting that, though, on Restream today, at least not for the moment. Considering that no one's getting Bolero and the hovers are bow-locked. No one's getting that bow off the creator today.
Yeah, it would be really interesting to see if any of the people who've already finished went for it.
Yeah, it would be interesting, yes. Goomba not particularly happy that he got sniped by Sponge, by the way, in FaceTime chat.
Well, yes. Admittedly, that's not quite a snipe. That's almost a minute. We have had far closer snipes.
Oh yeah, but Goomba's still a little bit like, really? For my former multi-world partners, I believe so. They do know. Actually, no, not quite former. I was right enough, but yeah, no, they know each other pretty well. I'm mixing people up. It's a friendly banter in the race room about, really, dude, really.
Yep. They do in fact like doing friendly banter and gently mocking each other. Not friendly banter. I don't think they're going to try and fry each other.
I hope not.
How could that even be friendly?
Yeah.
Fluflush is desperate and going for Tinspire in the Wasteland. We'll get to see what this is at least. Nope. It's not even a wallet.
Nope. There's a good chance that one of the wallets is in the well also.
Yes, yeah, that is easily possible.
Alright, Discovered, still not doing the toilet, is hoping that it's just bow locked. Will be disappointed as Gorodin gets the hint.
That could have been a far worse light arrow location, though.
Yeah, oh, for sure. B still doesn't look particularly thrilled with this seed, but will at least finally get his bow in a few minutes.
And then maybe they'll realize it's out of logic and go, wait, what?
What is this? But it will get back the forest and water temple. And Poppy is probably going to facepalm when he gets back to water.
Yep.
Because that's just unfortunate. Key logic can be very confusing, and sometimes you just get a little confused.
Something that I can never remember is which routes go to the dragon room.
It's on the basement. You can either go from the river chest, which is Puppy actually paused right after the river chest before dragon, which is what makes this even sorrier. Or you can go from the basement. There's a push block on the first floor. I forget which direction offhand. No more finishes yet, so Skyward has a good chance at making top... Might make top 5, should make top 10 here. At a relatively smaller race today, just 48 people in it.
It's hardly surprising that we've got less people for the EU Weekly. We have a lot of tournament matches going, and understandably people don't want to burn themselves out.
Yeah. I know I'm taking a break after this.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I've been doing plenty of races this past week, and I could use some more sleep. My crankiness earlier in comp certainly is a bit of a result of that.
Yeah, just take care of yourself.
Oh yeah, no problem. I do quite like commentating with you stand here, though, where it's a lot of fun.
Yep. I'm glad that people like commentating with me. Though I'm not very... What? Wait, was that torch slug halfway down the thing?
I think so. The torch slugs tend to ignore gravity. There's lights for Skyward.
Gravity is purely a suggestion. I mean, with this game's coding, I wouldn't be surprised if gravity was purely a suggestion.
Yep. And Skyward's response to... I turned on Skyward's mic audio to see what he said. He's like, bonk! Because he bonked right into the wall after fusing for North. Bonk at the end. It's going well. That's about what he said there.
So, okay, here's a weird question. There's onomatopoeia in different languages, and it's different for different languages. How is bonk? What is the equivalent of bonk in French?
I'm not sure if there is one. I know the French community just sticks with the English.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sometimes there's a lot of franglais, especially in the OOTR French community. ALTTPR doesn't have quite as much.
Yeah, that's
There
fair.
are other translations, but you just tend to use bonk.
Sometimes it's just simpler. But yes, I like the fact that cat noises are different all over the world, and it's great.
And GG's the Fanta tanked, finishing third, 228 flat.
Very nicely done, GG Fanta Tanked. Actually, really quite new to Rando, but is stirring up a storm in the brackets. Basically, Fanta Tank's been speedrunning Ocarina of Time since a while. I think it was something like 2001, 2005. But they only started doing Rando like 6 months ago, and they're in the season 4 top 32.
Yeah, Fanta, very good runner here. All other runners, we have Unreachum also quite good as well. Fluflush and Puppy are both in the Challenge Cup, Gorodino's Challenge Cup last season, and Skyward was one of the top runners in the co-op tournament, along with the second place in the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2.
Yeah, it is definitely worth noting that we have a lot of very good runners in our weekly, even if they're not names that you see on Restream. All of these people are so great at this. They are way better than I will ever be at this.
Yep. Alright, phase 1 of getting down. Now time for phase 2 as GG's to B, finishing 4th, 229-221. B, another one of our Challenge Cup runners.
GGB Luigi, a very, very common and visible member of this community, and basically one of the best at Logic.
And there's getting down for Skyward.
Stick the pig. Kill that pig. Kill them dead. Free yourself from the starseed. Free yourself. Oh hey, Riley finishing in 5th place with a time of 2 hours 30 flat.
Yeah, but there's Puppy's bow. I don't think he's very happy about it.
No, you don't say. And Skyward, 6th place, 2 hours, 30 minutes, 10 seconds, just sniped by Riley.
Yeah, Will be joining us for an interview shortly.
But yeah, this seed had a lot of places where you could get trapped into wasting time.
Oh man,
So
poor
finishing
Flush's
that-
Shadow Temple trip, for instance.
Yeah, that just feels bad.
Oh yeah,
And
could
the
have
fact
paid
that
off, but
Puppy still hasn't found. Oh no, wait. Puppy is in
fire,
go
he
mode
just
with their
got his
lovely
bow.
shiny cat go mode icon.
Yep,
And
he
Flu
does
still
know
not
he.
having picked up Kakiri.
Yeah. Or Flush still needs to go there. Unfortunately, has just assumed at this point Graveyard is way of the hero for that strength. Which it isn't.
Yep.
Alright, so we are going to get Skyward in here if I can figure out how to manage voice channels.
I think you just dragged them in.
Yeah, there we go. Hey Skyward, GG's.
Hey, thanks.
GG.
Interesting race. Interesting in the sense that I got sniped, but that's fine. I'm still taking
It was
6th place.
interesting in other ways as well.
Well, I'm first in Restream, right?
Yeah, you are. GG's on
Oh
that.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So where are the others globally?
Gorodine is currently collecting silver rupees for the toilet. Puppy is
Oh,
getting
okay.
the hammer chest and fire temple. He's currently
Oh,
firing
yeah.
the flare dancer. A full cleared shadow temple, caught a lens and nothing else.
Hmm.
Still needs the Kokiri sword.
Yeah, didn't even went to Shadow Temple. I was considering doing it before the hint, but I wasn't sure if it would be lighter. It could have been. I think it's lens. That's
is
the
a
reason
lens.
why. Yeah, that's the reason why Dins is way of the hero.
Yep.
What a bait! What a bait!
Absolute bait, yeah.
So while you, Gorodine, and Puppy, in that order, were doing Spirit Temple and then Water Temple, Fluflush went Shadow Temple.
Oh. Oof. I mean, doing Water Temple without a bow is kind of scary. And I had no
Yeah.
magic for the check at the bottom, and I missed the check in the middle. So I was like, this is looking pretty bad. And we didn't have hover boots too, so no bow, no hover boots is not great, but got lucky and went to Dragon Chest, and yeah, BK was here.
So what happened to poor Puppy here is that his first bow was at the very top of Fire Temple.
Oh man.
He went Water Temple a little bit after Gorodine, who went Water a little bit after you. Like, the three of you followed pretty similar routes. Puppy got all the way to River Chests and safe quit.
Oh, he didn't do. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's.
is going to be one of the questions that we ask if we manage to get Puppy in for interview, though, with how badly their seed's been going.
Oh, that's a big F.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would feel bad when he gets his boss key.
He's going to be face palming pretty hard because he does have
Probably.
face cam on, and
Yeah.
he's had some funny facial expressions. He's currently not too happy as he waits for the Volvagia cutscene. Yeah, Puppy's had a bit of a rough day. Fluflush here actually got his first bow out of Fire Temple because he went there very early. He had a completely different route from the rest of you. Went all the way up Fire Temple, got a bow, did Forest Temple, and then went Shadow Temple.
Yeah,
And
Shadow
managed
was.
to-
I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
No, you continue.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see a bow on Morpha. I was like, wait, what? Okay, this is maybe out of logic, I guess. I mean,
It
for
is
now,
out of
It
logic.
is horrifically out of
completely-
logic. I have the logic chain written down.
Yeah, it's completely out of logic.
Yep,
Like,
you were
okay.
supposed to go to Ice Cavern to get Bolero to get your bow off the crater. Both of the other bows were logically bow locked.
Really? Even the one in Fire Temple?
Yes,
Can't
because-
you?
Shoot the
Um,
sun is a Goron tunic.
Oh
And we haven't seen the
no!
wallet.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Yep, no wallet and Goron tunic on Shoot the Sun. The Morpher bow requires the long shot, which requires you to cross the desert, which requires hovers, and the hovers being in Forest Temple were bow locked.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
This
Logic
logic
says
is
no.
bad.
Yeah. I was considering doing Ice Cavern for Bolero, but yeah, I guess I found the bow on Morphos. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I just laughed seeing the bow on Morpha.
But nobody was expecting the bow on Morpher. Like, we were possibly expecting like the wallet or something, but no bow.
Okay, that was pretty funny. Alright, that is fire done for Peppy, who is in go mode. Will facepalm when he finally finishes water here in a bit.
Yeah.
It's gonna go
Looks
Forest
like we're
Temple
going
first,
Forest
though.
first, yeah. And
Which makes
Gorodin is
sense.
in the Ganondorf fight, not having a great time, and is only on one heart.
Oh, no!
Oh,
Gordine! No! That's a
Ganondorf
death.
just sniping.
Oh, that's
Okay.
probably the
Kayaz
worst death in Games
Din's
Cafe.
fire for a lens in
Yeah.
Shadow Temple to cross the wasteland. We are actually up to 4 forfeits now. And no additional finishes yet.
Yeah, everything's a bit quiet. I suspect we're probably going to see about a Shadow Temple length gap between finishes at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who get baited there. Ice Cavern I could see.
Yeah, Ice Cavern maybe, but yeah. Well, that
Yeah,
one
Ice Cavern makes sense.
not going to water or not
Yeah.
doing Dragon Chest like Pappy did.
No.
Also very possible.
Yeah. Also, nothing on Twin Rova. Floosh, just check that. It's junk.
Nice.
Gorodine actually did the Goron City Maze's child, so never got Mirror Shield, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right.
They did go on City Maze as a child, but they didn't do Dancing Darunia.
No, okay.
Well, no. No, Gorodine did Dancing Darunia, well, eventually at least. I can't remember when.
No, Floosh.
Oh yeah, Floosh, sorry. Yeah, Floosh here. Yeah.
I mean, there's Way of the Hero from the Graveyard, and you had a hint for Skull Kid. Had Saria's song
Yeah.
in Graveyard, so I don't know. It made sense to do Dragon City.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
A single strength isn't really enough to sell me on the Way of the Hero. Like, it's like, it's
Yeah,
kind of fishy.
Unfortunately, Floosh is assuming that strength is way of the hero because he doesn't have his strength 3 because it's behind the Deku tree.
Right.
It's in the
where
Deku trees.
Where did
So he doesn't
find
even
his-
know that his strength is way of the hero.
where did he
Gerudo
find
Valley
the-
Crate.
Oh.
Sphere Zero.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to play safe and check that one. Like, nah. Let's go to GTG and Spirit. That's Way of the Hero. So.
But yeah,
I would've got
that was a
baited.
Sphere Zero strength, which
Yeah.
kind of rules out strength if you don't realise.
Yeah,
that
that's a
things
pretty
are locked.
bad strength actually.
Yeah.
It's
We
fine.
didn't see it for about 2 hours on Restream.
Yeah. I can't remember
Right.
who peaked with Choose, but someone did actually go and get it.
Pappy peeked with Choose. Floosh actually picked it up. And it's Ganon time for Gorodine.
Did you have any other questions about Pre-Seed?
not really questioning. I just say that bomb throughs in DC are like, come on. I'm like, that's pretty bad for me, and well, I found it. Oh no, oh yeah.
Oh no, Puppy taking a fall in Forest Temple at least has Force win. And Puppy's just shaking his head.
Assisted by Giant Decker Barber.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, Puppy's had a bit of a rough day. Yeah, I forgot. Yes, Sky Review were I think the only person on Restream to do DC with a bomb bag.
Wow. Yeah,
I think
don't
everyone
know.
else did it with the shoes.
I don't know. I was like, nah, this is not going to be a bomb through in DC. Yeah, of course there is. Of course there has to be bomb throughs in DC. That's fine because I found bomb bag not too late. Yeah, so, like I found the hammer at least quite early. Which,
Yeah, finding the hammer that early did save you a lot of time and stress.
Yeah. Alright, and that's getting down for Gorodin. We'll be finishing up shortly.
also, I remember like choosing lake area, but you need a scale. I'm like, well, please, please, game, can I play the game, please?
Alright, and
no.
GG's
GG
to Gorodin, finishing 7th place with a time of 2:41:31. Sadly will not be joining us for an interview, but we do wish him luck and have a good afternoon.
Absolutely. And any comments from the race time about this seed?
Not really, just said no thanks. No sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Said no sorry is his response to that, and I said no problem, have a good afternoon.
Yep. Absolutely reasonable.
And hey, B in chat, GG's.
Hello, B. Luigi.
Yep, alright, so it looks like since Puppy and Fluflush are going to take a little while, I will be switching us over to our two-person layout here shortly. So don't worry if our layout goes a little funny for us in about 30 seconds here as I swap everything over. That's expected and normal. Trackers, this will also be a little funny looking. Let's see, Fluflush.
B. Luigi, it's probably because you're focusing too hard and you're too nervous and stressed, so you don't play as well. Like, nerves have so much to answer for in actual matches.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, switching over to our two-person...
No, don't take the bait, Fluflush.
What did he just find, sorry?
Oh, he found the boomerang.
Oh god, no! Boomerang and Shadow Trial.
We were actually memeing in chats and saying like we're gonna find like Ganondorf's gonna say light arrow in Jabu Jabu and like come on. Like,
yeah, we were expecting light arrows to be in a far worse place than in the toilet. We were expecting them to be in bottom of the well, ice cavern, somewhere bad.
Yeah, I was actually really kind of mad it was toilet because I could have done them and I was like, do I do toilet? I'm like, nah, it's a good chance it's a key. And well, of course it had light arrow, so I did all the check behind the bow before finding light arrow.
Yep.
So
yeah,
it was unfortunate, but
also GG. Daredevil X finishing in 8th place with a time of 2:43:51 seconds.
GG.
GG's.
Alright, I think I'm gonna head out and leave you to the rest of the commentary.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you for being here and doing the interview.
Sure, no problem. It was my pleasure.
And also, of course, thank you for racing. It was wonderful to watch.
Thank you. Alright, bye-bye. See ya.
Bye. And GG to Cuphat, 9th place, 2 hours 44:40.
GG's. So as we, sorry, I'm currently doing some things, making sure my Discord doesn't blow up pretty much. GG's to Ponda Sachis finishing 10th. 245.01. There's a wallet. Spirit Trial!
Oh god.
That's bow locked.
Really, is there anything around here that will actually point them towards Darunia, or are we heading for a forfeit, do you reckon?
They'll get there eventually. The question is before Jabu or after Jabu, because they will go to Jabu, I think. It's just a matter of do you do Child Goron City before or after, because it could go either way.
It's not good, but at least Jabu will get them to go back child.
Yeah.
Like, at least they'd be the right age to go and get the Darunia check if they went Jabu.
Yeah. No, I think Jabu would chain into Child Goron City just for cleanup. It just...
Yeah.
Floosh might do Jabu before. Also, I apologize that Floosh's game audio is like almost non-existent. Floosh's game audio is just almost non-existent. Puppy doesn't have clean audio, so we're using Floosh's barely there audio.
And setting Frauds Wind here is a nice thing to do because you don't know when you're going to need to come back here.
Yep. And yep, this is Prelude. Time to see what does Floosh do first, Child Goron City or Jabu? Because it's one or the other, I expect at this point.
I think what might come first is despair.
Yeah, there's that too. We're certainly going to be seeing some despair from Puppy's side once he sees what he managed to not do in water, as I realize I need to do some cropping, because switching over to the 2P layout screwed up my original beautiful cropping.
You're good. You can do this. You can do this.
Oh, am I? Just give me a second. I don't care much for stream borders like what Puppy has. That's just more to crop.
But yeah, Puppy is going to be getting their hovers and finishing off this soon. Hopefully they just go straight back to water because they've got the long shot. They shouldn't get baited into Shadow. It's very unlikely.
If Puppy goes Shadow Temple, I have questions for him.
If Puppy goes Shadow, it is time to despair on the commentator's side.
Yeah.
That said, I do very much appreciate Puppy's tracker because their go mode box is a cat face.
Meow.
Second magic was in Shadow.
Because of course it is. Yep. So, second magic in Shadow where it belongs. Because it's always there.
And there we see the face of someone who goes, yeah, okay, yeah.
Sure. Puppy's had a bit of a rough day.
Wait, what? Yeah, Puppy just skipped hovers, sure.
I mean, he's in go mode, doesn't really need it.
Yeah, it's just weird to see someone finishing without hovers.
Hey, I mean, it works. It's not really gonna make any difference in time whether or not Puppy picks it up or not.
Yep, and it means slightly less chance of bait.
Yeah, I mean, if he'd gotten baited at all, I would have been seriously concerned. Water confused me, but if Puppy had gone Shadow, I would have been really concerned. B, your hovers are in the forest basement chest right there that Puppy just skipped.
Magic with your go mode? Magic? Okay. Okay, sure.
Sure. GG's to Kirax and Weasel, 249.42 and 249.53. Okay.
11.
I can see Magic being your go-word, but that's also pretty funny. Yeah, you were not alone, B. You were not alone.
Yeah, the main difference was that someone dipped Forest very early, but they had Song of Time. So they were able to do the courtyard, got the magic, buggered off.
Yeah, that was actually Skyward. Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
And Papi heading back to water. And as a
Yep.
guess, they'll probably do the bow checks first, because that must be where they think the boss key is.
Yep. Floosh in the meantime, going through Child Spirit, hoping for a second wave of the hero item. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist.
Sorry, Floosh.
Floosh needs to. Okay. Loses the stick, the flaming stick, but doesn't matter because he has Dins. Okay, so Floosh's audio is literally non-existent, so I'm gonna turn some music on in the background because Puppy doesn't have clean audio. Like, I genuinely can't hear any audio from Floosh's side, so.
But he did get a really nice recovery. Like, if you lose the flame on the stick, then yeah, just go for Din's Fire.
Absolutely. The stick is faster than using Dins because of the cutscene, but in this case, it's a good backup.
Pappy, why are you back here? You've done
I'm confused.
Did Pappy just realise that they forgot Dragon Chest? And they're not sure how to do the strength entry?
Oh yeah, he didn't actually open the river chest, come to think of it, because he couldn't without a bow.
Right, yes.
That too. Well, then just didn't go back for dragon, which is rather unfortunate.
So yeah, this is where they need to be. That makes sense.
Yep. This is good for Puppy. The boss key's on Dragon Chest. Puppy got all the way to River Chest, realized he didn't have bow, something that I forgot myself, to be honest, and just quit out. Didn't go back for Dragon Chest, and is probably going to facepalm a bit once he sees it. Gonna facepalm even more once he sees the bow on Morpha.
Yeah, we'll have to ask whether they remember the other way to Dragon Chest.
I'm sure he does. He just didn't want to go back for it, I guess. Puppy is not going to be particularly happy with himself, I don't think, by the time this is done. How's the music level chat, actually?
True, because you do need to lower the water level and stuff if you go back to Dragon Chest, don't you?
Yeah. And yeah, unfortunately, Floosh is looking to head for Jabu. Wah, wah, wah. This may or may not end up being a raid of Floosh at the rate we're going.
We might just end up raiding Floosh at this point after Papi finishes and does the interview.
I just said exactly that. We're thinking alike.
It's almost like we're two experienced commentators or something.
Right?
And also that we need to clear the hell out of the channel so that other races can happen.
Now, let me double check when is the next race on this channel and what kind of race it is. We're on 3. Our next race is at 2 p.m. Eastern. This is not going to take 2 more hours. This is not going to be 5 hours, so we're fine.
We hope.
There's the boss keeper Puppy, and he's just like, really? And no, Floosh is playing Minuet. Where is he going? Not immediately going for Jabu, which is doesn't have a scale, which might have something to do with it. And is having think and playing Prelude. Where are you going, Floosh?
You know, I briefly had the hope that they just
Go to
forgotten
Goron City.
that you could dive through and were actually just warping to Lost Woods so they could go round Zora River
Yeah.
way.
Or you could go to Goron City from Lost Woods, but no, Floof is going back.
I think that is the nail in Floosh's coffin.
Yeah, I don't think we're seeing a finish on Restream today from Floosh, unfortunately. It is going to be a while before he finds his Kokiri sword. This looks like a nice cavern play instead. With him emptying that bottle. Happy seeing the bow, and he's just like, really?
But yeah, Floosh is just not going to be finishing anytime soon. They are going everywhere except the one chest they need to do as child.
Yeah. Yeah. Peppy, not super thrilled with the bow, but it works. Also, is there just no music coming through on the stream? I'm not quite sure why, actually.
Oh, pose. Okay.
No. Epona's is way of the hero. I can't actually argue with this from his perspective.
And play Epona.
Yeah, I don't know why he's trying to do it on foot either, but...
Oh wait, because that's a normal po, not a big po.
Yep.
Epona, where are you?
As GG's to DG Barca finishing 13th. 256.58.
And this time, Papi does not go in the lava.
Alright, I'm not quite sure why we have no audio from the music as I try to turn it on. But we'll see about that. In the meantime, though, Peppy is off to Ganon's castle.
And Papi has his light arrows, so he doesn't need to leave again.
Okay, but since the music isn't working, I'm just going to turn Peppy's sound on really low as GG's to Chalonsois finishing 14th, 257.56.
Yeah, there are a lot of French runners doing the weeklies.
Oh, for sure. Chalonsois here is actually Swiss.
Oh, that makes sense. But I think the Swiss still speak French, don't they?
Oh, they do. Floof is a Belgian and does speak French. I found as a francophone restream.
Ok, d'accord. Bah, il a jamais voulu sauter. Bah, écoute,
Yep.
Vas-y, on
Like,
se lâche pas.
I think Swiss people speak a lot of languages, and French is one of them.
There are, after all, 4 official languages of the country, so...
Oui. Tout à fait, il a écrit Julien Lepers, cette chanson.
Alright, GG's to Cola finishing 15th, 258.44.
The lens game, however, not having anything today for Cola.
Nope. Just double defense. Puppy gonna get some refills here, needs some magic and preferably a bit of health. I think Gandalf will refill your health, but he won't refill your magic. As Floof is, I think this is off to Ice Cavern.
Yeah, there's nowhere else that he can be going at this point.
Yeah. We will be reading Floof today since we're not seeing a dot done anytime fast. At this point, I
D'accord,
think the
on
butter
respect,
knife is going
on
to be a
respect.
last location. As happy 3 hours, everyone. In the meantime, on the brighter note,
I do think I prefer the yellow tunic that Skyward got to his salmon, and I quite actually like this very pale yellow that Papi has.
so let's shout outs to our 4 runners today on Restream. We have Fluflush, Puppy, Gorodine, and Skyward, posting Gorodine and Skyward's links manually since the switched over to the 2-person scenes removed them from the command. To my co-com, Estantia, and to our 4 trackers today, the Ellen Heffley, Bruttinder Doze, Procrastinator
Ouais, on
HT,
termine cette
and
bouffe.
Joda with
Oh,
J, as GG
ah, peut-être des
Satitu
chances qu'ils me
finishing
demandent en
16th,
interview, je
3
sais pas.
hours and
Ah,
55
j'ai l'impression que
seconds.
mon réseau remonte, dis donc. Ah bah non,
And
il
also
remonte
a
pas, j'ai
lovely
rien dit.
shout out to our
Allez, remonte un petit
restreamer
peu.
who is responsible to this
Non, pas du
seed. Who is also commentating this seed. It's Star.
Yep, I've had a lot of fun commentating this today. A little bit of a rocky start, but it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Polo.
Certainly been
glad.
quite the
Il y a
seed.
quelque chose qui encore n'existait pas.
I mean, aren't the weeklies always quite the seed?
Il y a quelque chose qui est encore
Yeah, they
n'existait
are. GG Sataya finishing 17th,
J'ai la
301.26.
C'est bien, tu as gagné toute mon estime.
Oh, Fluflush is going back child again.
Ooh, not going to Ice Cavern, huh? Interesting. Fluflush is
Like, they
Yeah,
are going
confused.
backwards and forwards constantly.
Toujours.
Yeah, I think Fluflush is very, very confused at this point. Like, you have to know at this point for a Fluflush that you've missed something, considering it's been 40 minutes since the first finish. And you know you lost 15 minutes to Shadow Temple, so you're just trying to figure out, what did I miss? What did I miss that everyone else has for my Go mode? And,
You reckon they're metagaming that it's probably not Ice
Oui.
Cavern?
quite possibly,
Like, c'est
although
plutôt
they might also just
Sangria.
metagame that everyone got their first bow from Ice Cavern. First bow from the Bolero from Ice Cavern, that is.
Merci
Hard
pour
to
les
say,
GG.
but here we go. Poppy has got Ganondam.
Allez. Coup d'épée.
Stick the pig.
Yep.
Dix-huitième.
All right. GG's to Puppy. We'll see if we can get him in for an interview. And then we'll probably go raid Fluflush after that.
GG.
I got a pretty funny freeze frame on Restream. I always like to see where my freeze frames end up, and that's a pretty good one. Yeah, we will get Puppy in for an interview. And, yep, gonna tow him in.
Ah, j'ai été-
Salut, Puppy, GG's.
Salut, hi, thanks. Oh, GG's.
GG.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about the connections issues I had at the end of the race.
Oh, your internet was fine.
And
Didn't notice anything.
the difficulty of the seed was not enough. So I decided to put on some issues connection. Well, a very nice seed. Thank you very much, Star.
About those bows.
I just have one question before we begin. Where are the other boots?
Forest basement.
Yeah,
went
I did
straight
3 dungeons go mode. So
Yep.
it was amazing. Yesterday in my Challenge Cup race, I stay all the time in logic, and I lost. And today I was totally out of logic, and I lost. It was a very good. Well, I don't know. I don't know what is the worst. My routing in Water Temple.
Oh god,
I
that
passed
felt bad.
away from a dragon chest because I totally forgot I had I hadn't a bow, so I couldn't
Yeah.
do a river chest and so dragon chest. The bow on Morpha, or the
it would have
strength
really
two.
helped you out.
Oh, the strength 2 I could have on the crate in the valley. I didn't check when I went to GTG because I didn't have any shoe. I had only one shoe and I wanted to keep him for check the right side of GTG. I pass away from the
Yep.
bow, from the strength, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
no,
at least not poor Floosh. Floosh on restream. Got the bow out of Fire Temple super early. Just only just now getting the Kokiri sword from Darunia.
Sorry, it was a question.
And at least you're not Floosh. Floosh did well. It got the bow from Fire very early, but
Yeah.
full cleared Shadow Temple. Din's Fire was Way of the Hero for a
Yeah.
lens.
For the lens, okay, yeah, the lens we needed to cross away to go to Colossus. Yes, to recreate
Yeah.
to Spirit. Yeah, and I in Spirit it wasn't the way of the hero. I hope. I hope a bow or something more early than a long shot. Colossus. Okay, thanks. In my chat, they help me to speak English.
Yeah, no problem. If you get stuck, je peux traduire aussi.
Non, mais c'est bon, I try to speak English. It's normal. Thanks, Star. Yeah, I was stuck, and I don't know if I don't know. I think I played quite well the first hour. I had DC down quite early. Some good routing, I think, but after that, when I decided to go to GTG, after that it was horrible.
Yeah, everyone went GTG.
I think
So yeah,
Skyward was the one that left it a bit. I think you went there fairly early.
Yeah, Skyward left it a bit. Yeah, you went. I'm having a brain fart.
1 hour.
You and Gorodine went there fairly early.
Less than 1 hour. I was in GTG.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had when I finished DC, I decided to go to GTG, but I only had the hookshot and one shoe, only one shoe, and I decided to go to Bolero to check the song, and it was a Song of Time. So after that, I went to GTG. And the mistake I made, it was to not check if you were maybe I had to go to Fire earlier. And I only I only want to find the overboots to get the bow on the crater.
Volcano.
Yep.
Yep.
And when I found a long shot in Spirit, I knew that I need overboots to go to Spirit. So I knew it was in the other side of the valley, but maybe in GTG, or I didn't think about forest. And I leave water when I lost so much time, and after I go to forest, and the second check, magic.
Yeah.
It was the magic, and I had Pharaoh Swing, but it was so much time lost, and I finished 18th Well,
Yeah.
it's quite well.
I
Yeah.
mean, you may have lost a bit of time with some of your routing choices, but we absolutely loved watching you because you had such great reactions to everything.
Oh, Mr. Face.
Such as, yeah, this is definitely a season 4 setting, so it's two
Yep.
medallion bridge, right? It's
Oh,
because you into the Rainbow Bridge cutscene.
yes, I totally forgot we had 4 medallions today.
Yeah, you
Yeah. Yeah. Before
Oh,
after
goodness.
DC. No, after the DQ, DC. Yeah, after DC. Or DQ, I don't remember. So GTG, Bolero. Oh, Ganon Castle. Let's go. No. And I was totally surprised that the bridge don't pop up. I was like, okay. Yes, it's a weekly. It's 4 medallions. And I think about cassette skip also when I had Rutos later, but I was child, so I decided to give it. It's useful at final. We never go to Jabu or Ice Cavern.
Nope.
Yep. It
I
was
don't know
quite
if
nice.
some persons have some bait and went to Ice Cavern or Jabu or Fontaine.
Okay, sorry. So going to interrupt. Fluflush has paused on his pause menu. He hasn't actually forfeited in race time, but seems to be done. Unfortunately. Which is unfortunate. It looks like we'll probably switch over to the interview scene then. Not sure what happened to Fluflush. I hope everything's alright, but yeah, wasn't a great time for Fluflush. I'll send him a DM.
Oh no.
There are some seeds, and today it was a not very difficult seed, but very strange play.
Yeah. and
You
lots of
can
people just-
you can pass away totally the logic. Get the bow at Morpha, go to Spirit out
Oh
of
wait,
Optic.
Fluflush is back. I don't know if they wanted a P break or what, but they're back. So switching back over to the regular scenes.
No, okay.
Okay, so they're alive.
Oh, and well, it was interesting to play. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was great watching us. As I said, you gave us some great moments, some great reactions. It was wonderful having you. You gave us such a laugh.
Well, thank you very
We
much.
had some chuckles because you were not super happy with how this season
Yeah,
went.
but
And also
And-
the Deku Barber helping you off the ledge in Forest.
I'm the only one who can do that. I think everyone can think that, but I'm really sure in other life I was a really bad guy, and I pay in this life all I did in other life. I only see this answer at this question. Why me? Why? Oh yes, it's Rondo. Well,
Rando gonna rando.
if you ask me if I want to continue to play Rondo after Seed, I will always say no. But 1 hour later, I will say, okay, no, I want to play now. I had to play. It's Randomizer. It's so much
Yeah.
feelings in 3 hours. It's amazing.
And
Oh,
no
yeah.
two games are the same.
No, and alright, Fluflush did manage to eventually avoid Jabu and Ice Cavern and all that bait. So we'll be actually finishing shortly. I think isn't too far from finishing, so we will actually watch Fluflush finish the seed out.
Oh, poor
If they
Fluflush.
had gone Jabu, I would have sent them a raid.
Met Shadow, Spirit. Oh, no. And I went to Spirit. I forgot it was a stone. I went to Spirit to get the song, and I really wanted the mirror shield because merde, je sais pas comment on dit, jusqu'à 2 heures de seed. Pendant the 2 first hours of the race, I I didn't know. I don't know why. I was pretty sure that Spirit was a medallion. And when I found Mirror Shield, I said, "Oh yes! Oh, well, it's a stone. Doesn't care." Well, okay, so let's go to another place.
Yeah, not medallion, but was Way of the Hero.
Yep. That's why I wanted to finish Spirit, but no, it's okay. I have so much other things to do. Well, thank you for the race stream and thank you for the race.
Thank you for running.
Yeah, thank you for the. No, thank you, Star. No. And I don't want you roll the seed of my match in my races in Challenge Cup.
Might as well speak of that as Fluflush here is wrapping up. Papi here is in the Challenge Cup and also does French restreams for the Challenge Cup.
Yep. If you want to learn French, it's not a good idea to come to the race stream.
It helps to have some French knowledge before coming there, but I improved my own French a lot by watching people like you, Neko, Marco, and others.
Yeah, and you did a race stream with Menu, and you speak English very well. French, sorry. You speak French very well.
Yeah, merci.
It was a great race stream.
Yeah, thank you. French is my third language, so I do have problems with it sometimes.
My third language is English. Oh, it's okay.
What is your second then?
Spanish.
Oh, okay. No, my second language is Mandarin.
Yep,
Chinese.
They told me.
Yep. So yeah, I had some people who were like, "What?" Who were kind of curious over my accent because it's a little unusual. No,
it's okay.
You can say something, Peppy.
No, you have a good accent. Bam.
Yeah.
You speak English. You speak French very well.
Yeah, merci. I've been studying it for quite a few years, so it's been pretty useful with the OOTR community.
Yeah.
And I use French way more than I ever do Chinese.
The French are way of the hero in the random community.
Yeah, we have a lot of French runners, that's for sure.
Yeah, we are coming.
I think 12 of the top 32 and 15 of the top of the Challenge Cup are from France.
Yep, and we lead in the loser bracket in top 32. Okay, it's time for me to go to sleep.
Of course. Enjoy your evening.
I'm tired. Well, thank you very much for the race stream. Thank you for the race and what you do for the community. It's very great. Some great moments.
GG's Papi et bonne nuit.
Well, see you in over race and over weekly.
Yep.
Bye bye.
All right, and that was Papi Kampf with us for an interview. So it is now get-in time for Fluflush. So we're gonna, since it's almost done, we might as well just watch Fluflush fin it out and see if he wants to interview. I wouldn't honestly blame him if he doesn't after this and this.
That was kind of a slog.
Yeah, poor Fluflush did not have the best of days. Was doing so well too with the bow early on and all that, just not paying out. Rando will Rando.
Yep, and a lot of people finished while we were doing the interview. 19th through to 25th.
Yeah,
so
GG's
unless there's a snipe, Fluflush is going to get 26.
Yep. Yeah, GG's to Belnog, Forelli, Master Mig, Rahalia, Ikola, Yo-Yo Canary, and the Aeronaut. You've still got quite a few runners running. We have had 9 forfeits, 25 finishes for 34 total, so we still have 13 others besides Fluflush still going, as Fluflush takes down Phase 1 of Ganon.
Yep, it's really weird with again, because sometimes the first phase goes amazingly, but the second phase just goes to pot, and sometimes the first phase just goes awfully, and the second phase is perfect.
Yep. As Flipbush did get a little trolled by phase 1, did some menuing, and then was back at it. Hopefully it's alright, because the menus gave me a little concern. I thought they might have had an emergency or something when they paused in Deku for a good couple minutes.
Yeah, I reckon that was just a low break. It had been a long race.
It has. There we go. Ganon is down for Fluflush.
Three to one stare.
And there we go. GG's to Fluflush, finishing 26 with a time of 3:20:47. Now we're actually going to switch over to the interview scene for real and see if a Fluflush will interview. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure what entirely was up with Fluflush in the pausing. Alright, nope. So unfortunately for Fluflush, it is getting a little late and has some other things to do, which is understandable. So GG's to Fluflush, and was a good race. So that will be it pretty much though for us. Any thoughts then? Because we've pretty much wrapped everything up.
Honestly, I think pretty much everything's been covered. I guess the remaining thing to go is talking about what else we're doing this evening and where we're going to deliver everyone to.
Yep. So, ignore your comms page. So, looking at the restream schedule, we have a bunch of things going on. So right now we have two. We have two bracket matches ongoing right now. So on ZSR2 we have a winners bracket round 2 match between FMZ and Cariosa. On Main we have another winners bracket round 2 between Dylan Evil and Ryu Kane. We'll be rating Main soon. Then at 1 p.m. Eastern, in about a half an hour, here on this on the ZSR2 we have the Ocarina of Time Championship Series, the Vanilla game, Season 3 Challenge 10. And at 2 p.m. Eastern on this channel, we will have a losers bracket round 1 match of the main tournament between Wooden Barrel and One Shot. At 3:30 p.m. Eastern on ZSR2, we will have the Minish Cap Randomizer weekly race. And then at 4 p.m. Eastern on ZSR Main, we'll have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Random Settings League Winners Bracket Finals between Marco and What the Hell's Happened. 2 excellent runners who have faced off against each other many times over the years.
That's
going to be facing off once more in RSL Final Winners Finals. Should be a really, really good match. I'm looking forward to it. And then wrapping up the night, we have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Tournament Winners Bracket Round 2 between Felix and Sparks to wrap out the night on ZSR2. And then we've got some more matches coming up throughout the week. We have currently we have matches scheduled on Monday and Wednesday. We have the Freaky Friday coming up this Friday. That'll be a Valentine's Day theme. We've got some more stuff coming up on the week. Sorry?
Is it that time of year already?
Yes, it is. Today's the 8th at 7 Distantia. Yep, and that'll be coming up soon. That'll also be the Chinese New Year one, so might throw something in there for that. And we've got more matches coming up, races coming up through the weekend. We're going to have some more, so currently the schedule is looking a little empty, but I'm sure we'll get some more brackets matches scheduled. If you want even more OoT action, this Challenge Cup is also ongoing over at twitch.tv/thesilvergauntlets. So you can check that out for even more action. As mentioned, Papi does some French restreams of that as well. Which reminds me to shoutouts to our forerunners today: Fluflush, Papi, Skyward, Gorodine, to my co-con Estantia, and to our 4 trackers working behind the scenes: The Alan Heffley, Brucktinder Doze, Procrastinator AT, and Joda with the J.
Yep, I was just about to shout out to our lovely trackers. They are the unsung heroes, but I think that's pretty much everything from us, isn't it?
I think so. I'm out of things to say. I think you're out of things to say. So
Yep.
we're going. Always a pleasure to push your button.
And on that note, that seems like a good one to go out on.
Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Let's go say hi to our friends restreaming Dylan Nebel versus Ryukane over on CSR Main. We are doing a business stream challenge over there, so you can go donate a load of channel points to help promote our visibility on Twitch. And that'll be it for us. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye.